Welcome, Cobra fans. We are here today, and we're going to go down to the field real quick. Right now, the announcers are actually talking about the Little League baseball, or softball girls actually down on the field introducing them. So I'm going to go ahead and be quiet so you can hear that.
Coaches for the softball team are Ray Little, Jenny Collins, Scott Heinman, and Jen Smith. These young ladies on their road to the Southeast Regional World Series were District 27 champions, outscoring opponents by a score of 56-1 in 3 games. They were the Sectional 4 champions, outscoring opponents 18-7 in 3 games. And they were the Texas East state champions in El Campo, outscoring opponents 31-11 in 4 games. For the first time in Industrial Little League history, we had a team advance to the Southwest Regionals. These girls competed in 100-plus degrees temperatures in Waco, Texas, in one of the hottest summers in Texas on Texas record. These ladies knocked out Colorado by a score of 8-1. They went on to beat New Mexico by a score of 10-2, and then took on Louisiana and defeated them by a score of 6-2. These young ladies finished their World Series run up to as the runner-up to Texas West, who are the 2022 World Series champions. They have put in a lot of work over these last few years, and we are so proud of all of their accomplishments. Please help me by giving these young ladies a great big round of applause. They are a talented and athletic young group. Thank you, ladies.
Well, congratulations to them. They worked their tail off all summer. We got to watch them on TV and everything else. So that was an amazing run that those young ladies went on right there this summer for the summer.
It really was, and it was fun for this community to be represented, to see us on ESPN, to be able to cheer for these girls from afar and watch what they did to publicize our town, our community, and our school. Really cool.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. Well, folks, we appreciate y'all joining us tonight. Again, we are back at home. Golly, guys, it seems like it's been forever since we've hosted Edna.
But it's been a few years.
It has. I'm Will LaRue. Lee Lewis is here with us tonight. And Rob Bargerbrook's away on business with work. So James Baker has come up. We pulled him out of retirement and come up to help
us.
One
of the founding fathers of Cobra Radio right here.
Hey, guys, thanks for asking me to come back. It's a privilege to be back here for this big game tonight, and fun to be back up in the booth with you guys. But, man, how things have changed since I've left. Y'all have upgraded. It's like a mini ESPN up here.
We've got a little bit more technology than we used to, but it's nice. It helps us bring these games to everybody at home listening, and we thank y'all for being up here. I can't wait to get to call this game with you again, buddy.
Maybe it'll make me sound better.
Oh, no, man. I'll tell you what, though, it ain't without some growing pains and some great help from some good people, I'll tell you. But, no, Ryan Barnett's been doing a heck of a job on the production side of things. Trent Koenig's been helping us out a lot on the sound side. We got Wes Unger down on giving us those great sideline views. And then, of course, Chase Charbula out here on the camera giving you the best angles in high school sports. But, guys, we're here for Edna.
Lavaca River Showdown.
Yeah. But let's talk a little bit about what got us here. Hey, guys, last week, varsity went down to Aransas Pass. They scored 77 points, dominating the Panthers in all aspects of the game. And the Cobras seemed to score pretty much at will, and they went into halftime up 42-12. Some of the many highlights were senior Aiden Thomas scoring 2 touchdowns, along with Cooper Martin and Rylan Barr, who each finished with over 100 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns themselves. Overall, the Cobras would end up scoring 6 on the ground and 5 through the air, racking up 585 yards on only 52 plays. Mind you, 52 plays. So defensively, the Cobras had some big highlights. Hunter Halapaska, he had 2 picks along with Brady Cope, getting him another one as well. Jace Cheney got in on the action, and he recorded a takeaway too. Defensive line, those guys were unstoppable last week. 16 pressures were recorded in one game, which was a big reason for those 4 interceptions as well. Defense would also record 7 tackles for a loss. Logan Densman was pretty big on that. He was our top performer this week as well. Special teams, I just can't say anything about special teams over the last couple of weeks of just Lee. They've been outstanding. As you had pointed out, Bryce Warren counted 11 point-after attempts in a row. He was perfect on last Friday night. He's been perfect the last couple of Friday nights, actually. Aiden Yanish, another one that we kept calling out on the special team, just flying down the field and making tackles. He led the team in tackles, and he didn't play defense. She'll tell you how much he was having fun out there last Friday night.
Tells you how many kickoffs there were, too.
That's right. Yeah, so that's everything that went right last week. Aaron, let's break down all the things that went wrong.
Well,
that's about it. I mean, it was a good week. It was just we need a little cricket sounder right there because they played well on the offensive side of the ball, well on the defensive side of the ball. Like you said, special teams is coming alive the last 2 weeks. Really, everything's clicking. But we understand that opponent was not your top opponent in the district. Tonight, we're going to get to see the real showdown between district big dogs here. As the Cowboys and the Cobras square off.
No, you're absolutely right, Lee. But it was something that the Cobras needed to go ahead and start clicking, getting things going, especially after that first district loss to Goliad, which was unexpected of the Cobras. But they seem to get things going over the last couple of weeks and getting ready for this big game tonight.
Exactly. Mathis, I was here for the Mathis game, and they didn't seem to be clicking on all cylinders, but to hear that they did last week is a good thing, especially coming into this game tonight. A lot of history with this game. These two schools, tonight's 14 straight years that they've played with these cross-county rivals, and of course Edna's holding the advantage with 10 wins there. So you got to hope we get another one on the board tonight.
Yeah, last season, James, and you were there. The Cobras, they struggled in all aspects of the game, really from the very start of it. Nothing really seemed to go and work for the Cobras, and they ended up committing 5 turnovers in that game, which is something you really can't do against a good team like Edna. And really, guys, the other deciding factor was really only accounting for 112 total offensive yards.
Yeah, I mean, you can't amass much offensive yardage when you're turning the ball over that often. And those turnovers were really huge because the Cowboys took advantage of them, especially in the first half. Edna had 3 touchdowns on only 67 yards of offense. So, really, they were set up time and again by the Cobras.
Yeah, if you can think back to the year past that, too, a lot of turnovers kind of hurt us in that game, too. Well, Cobras coming off of a couple big wins, so like you say, you hope they're getting to get together, and sounds like they had a really good week of practice. So we're going to be looking at some different variations tonight on offense with the corn dog coming in. I actually heard that for the first time this year working the chains on the sideline, and I was like, what the heck is the corn dog?
Yeah, I've heard rumors about deep-fried, foot-long, state fair versions. Who knows what's coming
Hey, perfect for Jackson County Fair happening this week, I guess.
Yeah, you're right, guys. Now, let's talk a little bit about the opponent this year. So the Cobras head coach is Jimmy Mitchell. He's in his 4th year at the helm. Last season, Edna finished 13-2, and they were repeat district champs, but they ultimately fell at the state semifinal game to eventual state champion Franklin.
Yeah, and they're led again this year, just like last year, by Coach Mitchell. He returns 9 starters on offense, and Edna is a run-heavy spread offense that really likes to take advantage of spreading teams out in open space. Coach Mitchell will have a variety of weapons at his disposal, and he's going to look to throw the ball downfield when opponents focus too much on stopping their run game or short passing game.
Yeah, that's right, Lee. And of those returning starters, Edna has 3-year starter at quarterback, senior Jaden Clay. Threw for over 2,600 yards and 30 touchdowns. Also rushed for 682 and 12 scores last year.
Yeah, and junior running back Cade Rodas, he's the other guy that's going to be back there, James, and he's a quick back. Man, he can hurt opposing teams with big plays.
Yeah, he can. And on the defensive side of the ball, the Cowboys run a 4-3, and they're going to – what they did lose in size last year, guys, they ended up picking up a lot in speed. And senior cornerback Tyson Owens, he's returning again. He had 44 tackles last year with 4 picks. And on the defensive line, senior Jacob Reyes, he's back again as well. He had 8 sacks last season.
So that's the offensive side. The defense, well, they're stout. They only have allowed 6 points to district opponents through the first 3 games this season.
Wow.
So essentially average of safety. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's rough. But, James, since you're in Rob's seat right there, you get to break down all the Cobra stats this year.
All right, so we're going to start on offense there with Cobras averaging 409 yards total offensive yards per game. Have a little over 1,500 yards on the ground and about 950 through the air. Garza right now is a 72% completion rate for 923 yards and averaging 10 yards per completion. Junior Nick Kuchler has kind of become one of those targets, leading the team with total receiving yards of 340 and 4 touchdowns. And senior Landon Wolfskill, the long, lanky Wolfskill, has 143 yards. And the commander, Cade Quebec, is at 142 yards and a score. Now on the ground, Garza is also leading the Cobras, 657 yards on 85 carries and 10 touchdowns. The Cowboy, Cooper Martin, totaling 528 yards on 61 carries and 7 scores. And the big gun, Major LaRue, has 193 yards on 30 carries with a score. Y'all mentioned special teams earlier. Bullseye Bryce Warren, 24 for 25 on extra points and 1 of 2 on field goals with his long one here a couple weeks ago of 40 yards. Switching over to the defense, senior linebacker Bo Bethany, the bouncer, remains the leading tackler for the Cobras with 29 solo tackles and 18 assists. Zachary Villarreal is at 27 solos, and the cannon Colin Dyson, who is a nightmare in the backfield, has 27 solo tackles. Linebackers Brady Cope and Sam Kurtz are flying to the ball as well, and they're leading the team in assist. Defensive line staying steady with the cannon has 10 and disruptor 9.5. Rarick still leading in pressures with 11, and Jaden Amaro is second with 6. In the secondary, sophomore Zach Villarreal has the most pass breakups with 5. Brady Cope, Hunter Palapaski each have 2 interceptions each. So in a nutshell, guys, that's kind of the Cobra stats.
That's a pretty good picture of it.
Yeah, and a lot of that has been coming over the last couple of games, and they're really starting to hit their stride, guys. But, we need to go ahead and take a quick break. Thanks some sponsors for getting us all this great fancy stuff up here. So when we return, though, we will bring you the notorious Tale of the Tape and keys to tonight's game. We'll see you in a minute. Welcome back, Cobra fans. We are here for the pregame show before this Lavaca River Showdown here in Vanderbilt as your Cobras get set to take on the Edna Cowboys in this district matchup. Well, guys, let's go ahead and cover some of the tail of the tape between these two teams here. The Cowboy offense has a lot of speed, and they're going to use that in the short passing game of the Cobras, give that kind of that cushion that they've been given over the last few weeks. So we'll see what happens there tonight. Clay has a great arm and can throw it downfield as well. And I'm sure Coach Mitchell will take advantage of the speed difference on big striking plays downfield. Big plays have been the Achilles heel on all season for the Cobras, so it's going to be important for the Cobras to play press coverage tonight and match the speed on the field as well.
Yeah, and when you compare the defense, the Cowboy defense, it's just as fast, Will. And it's going to be crucial that Garza looks off his intended targets tonight. This season, Garza has been picked off when he locks in on receivers. We saw Goliad really reading the eyes of the QB. Cowboy defense has players that can change the game quickly by jumping routes, so he's going to have to look off before he throws.
Yep. But the guys, Cobras have a lot of weapons that have been really stepping up the last couple of games. You got Nick Kuchler, Wolfskill, and Giannis. They've all been big in the passing game. Garza and Cooper Martin have been averaging 9 yards a carry this season. And then Quebec and LaRue are being used in different ways on offense, which really allowed Coach Nairn to open up that playbook and be creative. Corn dog thing is really starting to take off, guys.
Yeah, it definitely has.
Whatever they got up their sleeve, you can bet it's coming tonight.
Yeah, I bet it will. Well, that's the tail of the tape. Let's talk about the keys to winning this game tonight, guys.
Yes, sir.
Well, we got 3 keys to the game here. So, James, you got the first one. Go ahead.
All right, we're going to talk about staying ahead. So Cobras cannot get behind the chains tonight. They have to stay ahead and keep the ball moving down the field. The best defense against this Edna offense is keeping them on the sideline. Offense got to keep the chains moving.
Yeah, no doubt. Second one, press them. Cowboys like to take advantage of the short game, but I know Coach Mitchell has been watching film. He's seen some of the big plays the Cobras have allowed in the passing game. They're going to have to tighten up press.
Yeah, they definitely are. And the third one, you know I got to get silly with it all the time, right?
Come on with it. Come on. Oh, we got a snake coming out of the boot. Look at there.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
There's
Gobbled him up.
Guys, I'm going to
He falls over. I love it.
let me ask you right now, what happens when a cowboy puts on his boot and he finds a snake in it? What do you think happens?
Well, I imagine he gets bit on the foot.
Yeah, well, it surprises him, right?
Okay.
Well, tonight, right, the Cowboys are coming into this game. They're confident and they feel prepared. But what they don't know is that they're about to see a whole new offense. Okay, I've got a little bit of inside.
Oh, you got the knowledge.
Yeah, I got a little bit of inside information this week, and it sounds like they've been working on some different variations like we talked about on the corn dog side. So get ready for different things. We're going to be maybe seeing some corn dog double fried. We're going to be seeing some stuffed corn dog, double stuffed, all kind of different type
Corn
of
dog gumbo,
stuff.
corn.
Yeah, we got the Forrest Gump of the corn dog going.
Guys, it's stuff the Cowboys are not prepared for tonight, and that is one that's going to be the huge key to the game is coming out and surprising these guys, getting them on their heels right away, and not letting off the brakes.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. I think if the Cobras can come out and play tight in the first quarter, it's really going to change the outcourse of this game because I don't think Edna is going to expect that, and that's going to make this a competitive game. If we come out early and get behind quick, it could go a very different direction.
We talked about last year earlier, and that's exactly what happened last year. They kind of came out. We came out flat. They punched us in the mouth, and we didn't respond. So we got to come out ready to play and get after it.
No, absolutely. So with that, we'll take a quick break, but we'll be right back and with the Pledge of Allegiance, I'm sure, and then maybe a little bit of pick 'em if we got some time. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
I was looking at the script.
Welcome back, guys. And we are here at the Snake Pit as your Cobras are getting set to take on their rival across the Lavaca River over there, the Edna Cowboys. 8.5 minutes until kickoff, folks.
Well, I got some good news. We already beat Edna. little spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Oh, you meant the football game.
I do mean the football game. But no, I'm glad you brought that up, partner, because you're right. The Edna girls just defeated, or the Cobras just defeated the Edna girls across the parking lot over here in the volleyball gym.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
One down, one to go.
I'll say that place looked pretty packed, too, when I drove into town.
No, absolutely was. So here come the boys right now. Right on cue. The Country Boy Can't Survive is playing loud. Boys come out fired up. They're shaking the whole bottom of the bleachers, hitting that sign down right below our feet here. You all can feel the vibration.
Yeah, it's hard to read their eyes from that camera angle, but you got to know there's fire in there right now. They've been wanting this game. I'm sure they did not like how last year's 46-0 turned out, and right now this season is set up well for them. We got a little eye opener on the start of district play, and then we had those games to kind of get our momentum going, and you can't ask for a better setup coming into this week.
No, you're right, and here they come, fired up out of the tunnel, guys. And I think you're right, Lee. They are focused.
Yeah, Cobra Nation's here behind them as well too. Pretty good crowd on hand, and they're already loud cheering for the boys as they come out of the tunnel.
You know, I always enjoy this game, guys, because it packs the stand. Doesn't matter where you're at, in Edna or this side of things. Stands are packed on both sides of the way.
Well, I know the last time I think we were here was correct me if I'm wrong, but was the big finish in the end zone. What came down to the final play, I think, was the last time we hosted the Edna Cowboys. Cobras walked out with a win, and it was a huge night. The crowd, the momentum, the home field advantage, all of those things contributed big to that big spectacular finish.
Exactly. That, and like Will said, that surprise, that snake in the boot, right? That was kind of a surprise to Edna that year too. I mean, so it's doable. We've seen it happen before and seen it here on this field. So hopefully we can repeat things.
Absolutely. We should be fully staffed tonight as everybody is dressed out. The only player still out is Holden McMullen. That young man had surgery over the past week, and he is, but he good spirits, and hopefully he's hoping to get back in time for basketball.
Captain's right now getting set on the sideline to go out.
Missing one.
Yeah, we're one short.
Yeah. Colvin Snyder's going to make his.
He's walking down the line, making sure he gets everybody's handshake.
Getting everybody ready to go.
That's right. That's the job of a captain. Make sure your guys are ready.
Yeah, no, it's good to see that as senior leaders coming down there trying to pump up these their juniors and their underclassmen that are coming into this game for the first time in the varsity level. It's a big moment for all these guys.
Yeah, I think a lot of these guys too probably hadn't played in a game this big yet. Right? I mean, other than your seniors and a few of the juniors.
Yeah, they got to see a little bit of it in the playoffs. Standing on the sidelines or what. Last year and getting to play a little bit of special teams and whatnot, but definitely some big contributors in that junior class out there now.
And you got to know that rivalry goes down to the Pee Wee levels too.
Oh.
This rivalry is probably all the way up.
It absolutely does. We were at the Jackson County Fair a week ago, and somebody pointed out, they said, watch, there is no love lost between any of these schools in Jackson County. As the parade floats would go by, it didn't matter if it was varsity, youth, it didn't matter. Everybody was staring everybody down. And it's just one of those fun things about being in a small county, knowing each other, seeing each other. And, yeah, there was nothing but dirty looks being given across parade floats.
Isn't it funny? It always happens around the fair this time of year, Edna Industrial.
Yeah, we'll see what as the boys are out there at midfield talking it over. I'm pretty sure they already did the coin toss. We're just
nope, just did that.
There it goes. It's in the air now, and we'll wait for the.
Are you gonna get me that?
Now they're setting it up, and they're going to defend their goal.
Interesting, they've been wanting the ball every other time, and we talked about one of the keys of the game is keeping this high-powered Edna offense off the field, but yet defer. So a little trickery, a little switching going up. But
yeah.
Now that's done, everybody come to the sideline. It's time to honor America as we're getting ready to raise the flag and sing our national anthem. We're going to take a brief break while we watch it, and we'll stay here live for the show. But we're going to not.
As Desiree Alanis leads us in the invocation and a moment of silence.
Thank you, God, for bringing us here and keeping us safe throughout the week and throughout the day. We pray that you keep everybody safe on the field and pray that you keep us safe while going home. Lord's Prayer is, Our Father, who art in heaven, Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
We ask that you remain standing and show our support for our military personnel at both home and abroad, and join in singing as Isabella Reyes will sing the national anthem for us tonight.
Well, good job by that young lady. There was a little bit of technical difficulty there with the sound system, the PA, but you got to love it as she goes ahead and just starts singing, and the crowd joins in and helps her out along the way. And that was a.
There are so many great things about Friday night football in Texas. You know, we talk about them every week, and that's pretty special when the crowd just starts singing all together, national anthem. Nothing beats it.
You know, looking down there, watching while the boys were sitting up waiting on the national anthem to start, guys, they were kicking legs or trying to knock mosquitoes off and things. So the mosquitoes are definitely out and flying about tonight. So see, the DEET is definitely being used out there. Great on-field camera work there by Wes Unger.
Makes you feel like you're back down there.
Yeah. Old sideline coverage coming to you by Double Nickel. And Bryce Warren tees this one up as he gets ready to kick this game off. A little hard to see who's back deep there. I believe that's number 1 for Edna. Right in the middle, that's Cade Rodas.
Yeah, it looks like 3 on the far side.
They're not going to let him do it.
No, squib kick, and it is fielded by number 10, Miles Randall. He's trying to catch the edge there and runs right into. It was Casey Williams on the tackle there. It looked like Rodas came up and tried to dish a little bit of love there to number 45, and he wasn't having it.
Nope. Well, you know, we talked about earlier the struggles with, kicking teams staying in their lanes right there. You know, squib kick taking the opposite side, real easy there for something to break down. But those guys, again, showing discipline. We've seen them fix this issue, and it's holding true so far. Special teams, good coverage there.
Good field position here for the Cowboys. It's going to be a fake, and Clay doesn't like what he sees. Ends up running right into Zach Vardial, and he drops him for a loss. So you saw Cade slip there in the backfield when he tried that play-action play. He was already looking for number 7, the sophomore receiver, Braylon Harris.
Yeah, number 9, though, for the Cobras had good press coverage. You talked about that being the key to the game just a few minutes ago, and they are playing up tight on the line. But really, Rarick right there did a good job of turning him back in. I thought he was going to get a holding call there on the edge.
Yeah, it kind of looked a little bit like that, but that's Diego Laredo out here playing that press coverage. Now they're going to go with that tight side over here with the twins to the far side. Overload. They're going to hand the ball off to Rodas. He's going to run right into, that's Zach Vardial again. Brings him down for a loss. So Edna run into that strong side right there. Trying to follow that tight end.
Sam Kurtz did a great job getting through and just
extending that play out.
Extending that play out, exactly. So right now, I think Edna has to be a little bit surprised after 2 plays. They've gone backwards. May not be as easy tonight as they were hoping.
Yeah, we still have the safeties are set off about 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. Hunter Palapaska is kind of creeping now, but just trying to stay up over the top. Jaden rolls out, fires it downfield, but the ball's going to fall incomplete. Intended receiver there was number 4, but that was Sam Kurtz on the coverage there. So Sam Kurtz is going to be tested tonight, having to come out from that outside linebacker position and do a lot of coverage.
Well, Will, you talked about how many pressures they had last week, how many times they had to hurry up back there, and right there we saw it again. Again, Rarick gets back there, forces Clay out of the backfield. He has to boot out and throw it downfield. Couldn't make a play happen. There's another pressure that was key.
Back deep to receive this one is Nick Kuchler. As Clay's punt is delivered, it's going to bounce around. It's going to be one of those you got to get away. It does take a Cowboy bounce and rolls all the way inside the 15-yard line. So Cobras got a lot of green in front of them on the first possession with 9:58 left in his first quarter.
Yeah, they do. But hey, the idea to defer pays off. The 3 and out, they elected to let Edna have it first, and they get off the field. Defense does its job.
No, absolutely. You're right. And the amount of real estate that they have to cover here is a good thing, too, because taking that long, methodical drive down the field and keep riding that clock down. So here's a brand-new formation we're seeing. We got LaRue as a wide receiver out here on the far left side.
Wolfskill as well.
And the ball's going to be handed off to Cooper Martin. He lowers his shoulder and runs. He shows them why he's the Cowboy.
That's right.
Wow. That's a tough 5-yard run right there. Dipped his shoulder right at the line of scrimmage and pushed through.
Yeah, great opening right there. That was Mason Vickery on that side and Big Willie Ledwick. Cole Powell anchoring that offensive line in the center. You got Coben Snyder and then Zach Boop back tonight. Martin again up the middle. Looks like he kind of loses his feet. Might be marked about a yard shy of that first down.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he just slipped or it looked like maybe he got his feet tangled in one of his own linemen up front as he was coming through the hole.
Looked at me like he was ready to dip the shoulder again and deliver another hit, and there was nobody there to deliver a hit to.
I think he was.
It was a good, nice hole.
Nothing like a little friendly rivalry. Say hello to your neighbor.
3rd and 1. Landon Wolfskill, the lone receiver to the near side of the field here. Nick Kuchler is that slot receiver. They're going to hand the ball off to Martin. Martin
They're pushing
continues,
the pile.
Yeah, pushes that pile forward for that Cobra first down. So,
well, I like what they did there, where they had to stay in that multiple receiver set. Keep the Cowboys out of the box as much as they can, and then allow Martin to go one-on-one with them after those guys open that little hole up front.
And guys, you notice, too, the Cobras went back to wristbands. They're all looking down as Nairn's calling the play in.
Oh, I thought they were checking the time.
The Sanders.
So now Wolfskill's going to go to the far side. LaRue's moved into the sniffer back position behind Cade. Swing pass out to Kuchler. Not a whole lot of running room. Really good open field tackle there by the Cowboys for a couple-yard gain.
Good way to get your quarterback involved early, though. Nice, easy completion. Kuchler out in the flat. And, anytime you can get that ball in the hands of your athletes in space, you never know what a Nick Kuchler is liable to do. I mean, right there, certainly a couple Cowboy defenders in the neighborhood, but you have that kind of athletic ability in a kid, and he can make some make some special things happen out there.
Yeah. Trips formation to the far side this time. Actually, I'm sorry, not trips. It's a Twins. They're going to jet sweep, and Kuchler does have it, trying to catch the edge. He's ended up brought down for a loss. That's number 10, Miles Randall, the junior.
Yeah, he just, you got to tip your hat to him on that play because he did a great job of engaging that block, shedding it quickly, deflecting off of it, getting outside. Kuchler had nowhere to go.
Yeah, so now the Cobras are behind the chains here. It is third down and about 15.
If I remember, somebody very wise talked a little bit about that a minute ago, not being behind those chains.
Yeah, it seemed like when Cobras can go up the middle and hit it quick there versus trying to go sideline to sideline. Edna's probably got the upper hand in speed, so you may just have to try to pound it straight up the middle.
Yeah, they're going to bring Kuchler over, but it looks like it's going to be a delay of game. So I'm not too sure, guys. It was, the play clock came in, or the play came in pretty late. It was about 11 seconds left on the play clock. And so with these new formations, kids trying to get into where they need to go, maybe Nair needs to start sending that in a little bit sooner.
Well, and they just threw a wristband in, so he might not have even may not have known the call. I forgot to look at a play clock. I'm so used to not having seen one over the last week or two.
You're right.
It's just a little different to have one tonight.
It looks like the center, Powell, had a little bit of confusion there because he just walked back to Ashton to ask him something before he got ready to snap.
A little sneaky.
I don't know that's what that was supposed to. I think Cole just snapped a little too early because luckily Kuchler ended up with the ball. I don't think that was a direct snap.
You don't think that was a designed direct snap to the jet sweep?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I'm not going to comment.
I don't know,
really
but it looked smooth. I mean, it looked like he didn't miss a beat.
Unless Ashton's just that good of an actor. I don't know. We deferred down to the sideline reporter. Bo's got a high
it looked pretty
punt.
in sync to me down here, like it was a called play.
Takes a bad bounce back towards the 30-yard line. So the Cowboys are going to come up with short field. We'll take a 15-second pause and thank some sponsors. You're watching Cobra Football. And we're back with 5:52 left in this first quarter. Edna kind of doing the same thing, looking to see what defensive package the Cobras are going to come up with. And so we are playing press coverage on that far side receiver over there, Lee, on the wide side. Clay's looking in that direction as well.
He's going to get flushed out.
Pocket and runs into a couple of Cobras. That's Brady Cope.
Cade Quebeca delivers a shot to him there at the end.
Yeah, that's what you do. Your teammates holding them up, come in and take your shots and make him not want to run the ball again, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, guys, so far I know we've only been about 7 minutes into this ball game right now, but so far in this second possession for Edna, but the Cobras are doing a good job as forcing or coverage wise, which we've kind of lacked over the last few weeks.
Yeah, they're not giving him anywhere to go with the ball. They're forcing him out of that pocket. He's trying to create something, but nothing downfield.
But even the contain outside the pocket is not that bad. I mean, it's there to keep Clay in check.
Yep. Again, up the middle. I'm not sure if that was caught. They're going to say incomplete, that it hit the ball. It was Braylon Harris there on that reception. But, another time, so that was Dylan Rearick on this far side. So, guys, the turf must be a little slick out there because he was coming around the edge and he slipped when he was trying to get to the backfield to get to Clay.
Well, we've kind of had some cooler weather. Now it got hot again. I mean, it kind of creates that muggy atmosphere when it's switching. So maybe humidity is setting in down there earlier than we expect.
Yeah, you even saw Nick Kuchler on that jet sweep have a little slip when he was trying to fight for yardage.
Over the middle, a little too tall there, but that Cobras got away with one. That was number 14, Tyson Owens.
Yeah, and it looks like they probably don't have a kicker that has this kind of range. So fourth down, this may be a situation where defense has to go one more.
This would be a big win for the Cobra defense here after a short 12-yard punt to get the ball back in the offense's hands.
Well, they are doing a little bit of personnel change here with about 18 seconds on that play clock. 4:54 left in this first quarter. Clock did stop with that incomplete pass.
They only got 5 seconds on the timeout.
And they're going to go ahead and call a timeout right here, Edna is. So we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. Will LaRue here alongside Lee Lewis. James Baker helping us out in the booth tonight. Rob Bargerbrook out. We got Ryan Barnett on the production side. Chase Charbula bringing you the best camera angles.
We have gone international, boys. International.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, we want to thank all of our viewers out there. We got somebody from all the way from Costa Rica watching. Appreciate y'all. Clay rolling out to the near side. Ball is going to be picked off, and I believe that was number 22. Zach Vadial, the sophomore, stepping up, reading the route, jumping up, making a huge turnover for the Cobras.
Yeah, I know. Great read there out of the defensive back, Villarreal. But, Clay was under pressure again. And, I know we've highlighted that a couple times. But, Will, early on, I'm starting to think that's going to be the key to the night because they are putting him under pressure.
Yeah, and it was they tried to sprint him out of the pocket that time to get him away from the pressure, and Rarick was right on his heels. And it looked like maybe Dyson, I guess, was the one behind him coming from the other side.
Huge win there for the Cobra D.
They're creating cowboy chaos. That was the key to the game last year. I don't know if you remember that, Lee.
Chaos.
Martin off to the right side this time, rather, and good yardage on that first down carry.
Well, yeah, I want to see him continue to put the ball in his hands until the Cowboys adjust. And once they do, then let's open up the playbook. We can go play action or whatever we want to do off of it. But right now, if you're eating up 5-6 yards of carry, and I don't know what the stats look like, James, but he right now he's having some success.
Yeah, right now he has 4 carries, 17 yards. So they had that one shorter run, but the rest have been really good.
Well, Garza on his first carry of the night.
Pickup of about 1, looks like.
Yeah, not too much, but it looked like he was supposed to be coming off that left side. LaRue ran out there as a lead blocker. There's really nobody there to block. I'm not sure if Ashton kind of cut into the inside, seeing a different hole. 3rd and short here. Staying in that corn dog offense. Ball given up to, actually, I'm sorry, Ashton's going to go ahead and pull that. We'll see where they spot it. It looks like it's going to be about a yard shy.
I know this is not ideal field position to be going for it, but I would love to see them just sit it right now, step out and say, we're going to establish our dominance. We're going to come out. We're going to get this yard, and we're going to keep going.
Show your defense you believe in them, too.
Exactly.
They just had two good stops first 2 drives.
Yeah,
you almost wish you'd see them get under center here and just push.
Yeah,
The old
haven't seen
Philadelphia
that yet.
tush push.
Yep.
Yeah, twins to both sides of the field. Might be just going to a hard count here.
I think one of our linemen flinched.
It is going to be a false start against the Cobras, so they're going to push him back 5 yards. I think Naren doesn't have a choice now. Going to have to send the punt team out there.
Yeah, that changes it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what that was. If that was you're just going to go hard count.
That's what it looked like. It wasn't much of a move. It was just a little flinch somewhere in the line. I saw a white helmet move, and the refs didn't miss it. So I don't know who it was.
Well, right now, we need a big kick here.
Yeah, Bo puts his leg into it. It's going to bounce. And taking another bounce back towards the Edna side of the field. It's going to be recovered there by 25. That's Kason Williams, the long snapper. So Edna will take their possession around the 46-yard line.
Yeah, so better punt there, about a 30-yard punt or so to get the field position back on Edna's side of the 50. So better job there by Bo trying to get the ball down the field and not really kicking where they could return it.
There you go. And it takes away that 4-down territory situation. Now if your defense can get that stop, you don't have to worry about that extra down.
Yeah, ball hand off to Rodas up the middle, and he ends up breaking another tackle. Two more tackles, actually. He's going to run into the end zone for the first score of the night. So Cowboys strike first here on a hard ride by number 1, Caden Rodas.
Well, not much you can say about that except you got to wrap up. You got to hang on.
Yeah.
Even if you can't get the job done yourself, you got to hang on till cavalry arrives.
Yeah, you had 4 shots at him there. Good contact, wrapped up, and still let him get out and score.
Yeah. Number 22 set to kick this one. Looks like that one's going to be through, so they go up. Cowboys go up 7-0 with 2:38 left in this first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra football on the Cobra Sports Network.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Guys, I know we don't want to ever see that scoreboard start lighting up on the visitor side, but you got to look at what we did through that first quarter. I mean, Edna had 3 possessions. Cobras answered the call through the first 2. Honestly, I think that's about the best start we could have asked for this from our defensive side. Big defensive stand down there in their own territory, backed up. But, you're not going to hold them all night. One of the things that we've got to make sure is the offense has got to create a sustained drive. We've moved the chains once or twice, but they're going to have to do more than pick up a single first down.
Yeah, no, you're right, Lee. We really haven't had that breakaway or get, big play or anything like that on the offensive side. So we'll see what Coach chalks up to here. I've been sticking to that corn dog offense. Just haven't really been moving the football. That's going to be Hunter Halapaska on the return here. Founds an edge before he's finally pushed out of bounds around the 35-yard line.
About a 15, 20-yard return there by Hunter.
Yeah.
And a hard run, too.
I think that's the best best starting field position we've seen out of the Cobra offense here tonight. So that in of itself will give the coaches a little more comfort in opening up that playbook a little more when you're not backed up in the shadow of your own end zone.
Yeah. And Coach Nairn coming out. Here's a new offense. We have not seen this formation, guys. This is a full tight shotgun or pistol formation here. So you got 2 tight ends, 2 wing backs, and then Cooper Martin is set up right behind Ashton Garza.
We going for the field goal?
That's what it looks like.
Martin's going to lower his shoulder and get what he can. Ran into multiple white shirts right there, but ended up getting 2 yards on that first down carry.
Yeah, this is a good formation too, where maybe you can sneak one of those wings or those tight ends out in the flats, off the play action.
They've had good success running the ball with Martin when they've gotten the Cowboy defenders out of the box. And you're right, James. So once they really have that stack formation, maybe that's when you attack the outside.
LaRue coming over in motion, ends up coming up the middle, kind of in that crack position or crack block there. But Martin's going to end up carrying the ball off to the right side, get some more hard running before he's finally brought down.
I couldn't see who it was that pulled from looking like pulling
Mason
guard
Victory.
off this side, but excellent job of getting down that line
It was
and
guard
getting that
and
seal
tackle.
block.
Yeah, it brings up a real manageable third down. Cobras need about 4 here, but tell you another compliment on Cooper Martin. He took a couple shots on that and kept bouncing off and kept his feet moving and fell forward at the end of the play.
Yeah, Cooper's definitely running hard today against this Edna team. And I'll tell you guys, they did lose a lot in size last year, but even though they did that last year, they're still playing pretty tough.
Play clock is inside of 5 now. Now it's at 2. We're going to have to either call timeout or this didn't call a timeout.
Yeah, so with that timeout, we had 1:04 left in this first quarter. Cobras are trailing 7-0. You're watching Cobra football, Cobra Sports Network.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. A little third down here as Cobra's forced to call a timeout due to the play clock getting too low. But, you know, really early on, I know this is probably early to be saying this, but this is kind of a key play here. You know, you want to make sure you come down, have a sustained drive, answer the touchdown. Maybe not game deciding, but certainly game affecting third down here.
Yeah, going in a stacked receiver formation over there, they're really lead blockers for Martin as he dives forward. It's going to be where they end up spotting. It's going to be really close.
They
Should
do
be
have
enough.
a flag down. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, you're right. Well, they're going to say holding on the Cobras.
Oh.
So it's not going to be Cobra first down.
We talked about, too, you don't want to be behind the chains, and exactly what we talked about. You get a first down there, but have a holding call against you that's going to move you back and make it more challenging to get a first down.
Yeah, definite passing situation right here, and that's going to fall into the favor of the Cowboys. 57 seconds left in this first quarter. Martin in motion. Garza looking downfield, fires it. It's got Kuchler. Great open field tackle there by the Cowboys. They're going to end up dropping him about 4 yards or
Actually, we pick up
3
about
yards.
9. Yeah,
About 3 yards shy of the first down. And because of the position on the field, the coach is going to go ahead and elect to punt this one.
This is one of those gray areas. I don't know. I mean, I feel like, you know, you've got to take your shots. In a game like this, you're going to have to gamble at a few points and try to have some big momentum swings, create some big opportunities, and just say, you know what, guys, we got to go out one-on-one, win the battle. I know it's not inside that 2 yards, kind of the difference maker. It's that 3 yards out, but, still it's tempting.
Yeah, there's about 4-second difference in the play clock, so this is going to – first quarter is going to tick to an end. We will take a quick break. Your Cobras trailing here in Vanderbilt 7-0. We'll be right back with second quarter action.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Welcome back, Cobra football fans. First quarter in the books has right now we do come out, bring out the punt team. Had a little breeze at the back, not really. Flags laying pretty good right now.
Yeah, back is the bouncer, Bo Bethany. He gets his leg into it. It's a high, booming kick. He fielded it around the 25-yard line. And they're going to say he called a fair catch. That was Braylon Harris on the return. Number 7's looking at the refs like, I don't think I did that. But if that hand goes up in the air, that means fair catch.
Well, I mean, Will, you're the official here. Isn't there a penalty if you do single fair catch and then engage and try to advance the ball? So if that's the official's interpretation of what he did, why would there have been a flag afterwards?
I'm not too sure.
I thought that was a penalty, but who knows?
Okay, so we need to add a retired referee on the staff.
We have
Yeah.
one.
What are you
He's,
talking
he's
about?
our fearless leader,
It's
Will
been-
LaRue.
But guys, it's been years since I've been on that field. Little swing pass out there. Couldn't see who received that. That was Zach Vadiala ended up getting to him first before he finally pushed him out of bounds.
Looks like Braden Harris on that reception, it looked like.
So Clay's favorite receiver right now has been the sophomore, Braylon Harris. I'm sorry, junior. They're growing up so fast, Lee.
Feels like just yesterday he was a sophomore.
Ball's going to be handed off to Rodis. Trying to find some running room out to the right side, but runs into a wall of maroon jerseys. I think Sam Kurtz was in on that tackle, and so was Brady Cope. Pushes him back for a loss.
Yeah, they do. And the best thing about Rodis there is when he tried to bounce that and create opportunity, he lost his forward progress on his own by intentionally retreating. So
A lot of red shirts out there, too, waiting on him. The Maroon Swarm was there.
The Maroon Men.
they got the full maroon on tonight. I love seeing that.
3rd and long here. Could be a big play here for the Cobra defense.
Crowd's going wild right now. Set for this 3rd down play. Clay looking downfield. He's got a receiver. Blake Mendoza was on the coverage. They're going to say that was a catch. It looked like it was contested, but I guess the Cowboy receiver was able to hold on to that football.
Yeah, it was a long way from this press box to that sideline. Couldn't really tell if he had
Possession
had
of it
good
or not.
possession, but from here, it looked like there might be a question he was juggling it, but hard to see. Hard to see from this distance.
Cowboys sticking with that pistol formation. Hand the ball off to Rodis. Cullen Dyson sheds his block and wraps him up and brings him down for another loss. So how about the cannon on that one, Lee?
That's just an all-out effort play right there. Individual effort out of number 60. I mean, to get off of that block in that manner and still track down what we all know is the extremely elusive runner.
Not only did he get off the block, he threw the block down, tripped over the block, and still made the tackle
Yeah.
by himself. That was impressive.
That was a great play. And, that's one of the fun things about having Cobra Sports Network, so everybody at home can see exactly what – because, folks, if we tried to describe that on the radio, I promise we would not do that justice. Just a great, great play right there, our number 60.
9:55 and counting down in this first half. Clay drops back to pass again, delivers a strike to Braylon Harris. He ends up breaking through a tackle, and he ends into the end zone for a big play there for the Cowboys.
Well, we talked about the big play threat being the Achilles heel of the Cobras, and right there, well-thrown ball in stride. A receiver had separation, had a few steps on the defender. Ball was delivered unstride, touchdown. Cobras, though, tonight have really stymied the Edna running game. We had the one big play out of Rodis, but other than that, I don't know if they even have positive yards at this point out of the running game.
No, they
No,
haven't.
they have 55 yards on that one play and overall 49 yards. So they're -6 on the night, even with the one big play.
Goes back to your key to the game there, Lee. This one gets hit through. The Cowboys go up 14-0, but you're right. They were talking about the short game, right? Having to come up and play press coverage, but guys, the safeties are still going to have to be that help over the top. And so far, it has not helped out down that big 3rd down play over here earlier, and then right here with Harris beating the cornerback into the end zone.
I mean, coaches are going to have to let the secondary know that, if they continue to stop that run game, Edna's going to be looking for other avenues. I mean, if they know they can't win up front and get Rodis going, they're going to continue to take those shots downfield to try to open something up for them. Right there, secondary.
Well, guys, Lee said it earlier. The key is offense has to stay on the field and sustain a drive and try to get some points. Give that defense a breather at least.
Yep. We seem to be picking up positive yardage, 5-6 yards ago, 4 or 5. But then they get to that 3rd down situation, and we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot, either bad play execution, bad play call, or just penalty. It's something. It's we were getting right on the cusp of moving those chains, and then you kind of back up. We've seen that a couple times stall that drive out.
Yeah, and a lot of that production on the offensive side has been on the back of number 44, the Cowboy Cooper Martin. And that front offensive line really getting a good push, creating some holes for the running back. This ball's going to be a squib kick fielded by Brady Cope. He's going to try to find some running room to the outside before he's finally brought down beyond the 40. So good return there by 33. Cobras set up with a decent field position with 9:32 left in this first half.
You know, one thing, guys, I will admit I'm a little bit surprised about tonight is that up front we are winning the battle on both sides of the ball. You know, when you watch these Edna teams walk in, year out, they generally have some pretty good size. And when they walked in again tonight, we thought, man, they got us a little bit outsized. But these guys are losing. Edna is losing the up front battle on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, they're relying on their speed a lot to get to the edges and contain everything in the middle, and giving us that 3 or 4 yard pop at a time.
And if that's the case, I say let these guys continue to wear them down. Use your front big boys.
Garza getting the open running room there off to the left side. Everybody bit on Martin going on the play action. Garza pulls it and ends up finding some running room there for a Cobra first down.
Yeah, picked up about 12 there and some good hard running too. And thing is, he wasn't looking to get hit. He was looking to do the hitting when he got to the secondary.
Yeah. One of the things they're going to have to do is get 7 going here tonight. You know, he's leading the team in rushing yards.
One key is this is the first time we've seen the ball in Edna territory.
And right here, they're going to go on the QB sweep off to the left side. I didn't see where that number 23 ended up coming from, but that's Jacob Reyes. He is that defensive end that we talked about in pregame as well, one of their leading tacklers from last season.
Yeah, with Otis graduating last year, they're really going to rely on Reyes to kind of anchor that defensive line for him. He was a good player last year, got hurt late in the season, but good hard player on that D-line.
You know, back-to-back runs right there by 7. I think one thing we can't do tonight is turn into a one-trick pony. It can't be Ashton Garza.
We got movement up front. So
Yeah,
Edna,
left
I don't
side.
know if you guys have seen that, but over the last couple of plays, Edna's defensive line, they're shifting in different ways. They're moving, but they're not really shifting a whole lot. They're just moving a couple of inches one way or the other to try to force the Cobras to jump. They're not going into the neutral zone. They're just moving side to side.
Right.
And that's really what it seemed like happened there. And Willie got a little bit anxious.
You think they're doing that, try to get into the gaps that Cooper's been running through? Maybe just trying to throw the line off a little bit.
I think so. It's just you're down there. The linemen are sitting up, and they know who they're supposed to go block, and then you start moving into a 7. Now you're moving from a 7 technique to an 8, and back to a 9 or up to a 9. You know, so it's kind of throwing them off a little bit. They didn't do it this time. Get the play off right in time as Garza delivers a pass. I'm going to say that's Nick Kuchler on the reception there after he was tackled by number 11, Campton Hicks.
Gets them back into a very manageable situation.
And what Ashton did really good there is he looked off the secondary and then waited for Nick to clear and then come across, and then he looked back and picked him up. So that was a good job by Ashton there.
Oh. Kuchler's going to run off for a breather. They're going to bring in number 20, Aiden Yanish, the other speedy junior
Speedster
that plays that slot position. Garza back to pass again, steps up and found. He had some running room off to the side, guys, but Jacob Reyes again does an exceptional job. Fights through his block, steps up, and makes a tackle. I really thought, dude, I was looking like Ashton was. My eyes were big. I thought he was going to be running for quite a while.
Yeah, there was a lot of green out that way. Yeah,
Well,
I thought we might
I
have
thought
caught
he
Ed
caught it.
offsides.
You read my mind. I thought we got him.
But no yellow on the green.
Play clock down to 14 seconds. 6:40 and counting down here in this first half. Rue out in motion. Garza stepping up in the pocket again. That's number 9 this time that brings him down for a sack. Cody Smith. I believe that's the junior. That's the defensive end that's on this side of our near side of the field, guys. So on that's going to bring the defense back out.
You know, both times Garza's gotten in pressure back there, more pressures when we've run that back out. I mean, should we have a should we keep him in there to do a little extra blocking just to put another body back there to protect him?
Yeah, I think that's going to have to change a little bit too, James, just like you kind of pointed out, just to add that extra person back there.
Well, and I think the other thing is he's seeing that lane open up, and he's thinking he's got it, but it closes quick. These Cowboy defenders are pretty quick and get off the block.
Rodas again fights through some blocks, and he's up, or tackle, excuse me. He's through to the end zone. Hey, looking back, talking a little bit of trash, man. I tell you what, ain't no room for that hully-gully stuff around here.
No hully-gully.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, that's right. Ain't nobody got time for that. Come on. Run in the end zone. Act like you've been there before. I will tell you what, they just scored a touchdown, and for some reason the coaches up here for Edna in the booth are mad. Yeah, they're upset 'cause somebody didn't pull off an assignment, but 22 is through and true again. Cowboys go up 21-0 with 6:16 left in this first half. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Will LaRue here alongside Lee Lewis and James Baker. 6:16 left in this first half. Your Cobras are trailing 21-0.
Yeah, Cobras came out and played a good first quarter. It was tight, but here in the last, I guess, 4 or 5 minutes of game time, things have gotten out a little hand quick.
Well, what you want to see here, 6 minutes left in the half. Come out, play hard till halftime. Try to put some points on the board, right? And just go into halftime on a high. You get the ball in the second half. Win the end of the first half and first of the second, right, and see how things go from there.
Yeah, you can close that gap pretty quick with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Cobras did defer, so they were going to receive the football in the second half. So Hunter Halapaska returns this one to about the 25-yard line. Cobras get set to go ahead and on this next drive with 6:06 left in this first half. So Naren has kind of stuck with that same formation, with those same players out there on the field, just different variations of the corn dog. Kind of sticking to that game plan.
I'm ready for double fried, whatever we got. Triple batter, I don't know what they are, but I'm ready.
Chocolate drizzled, whatever it is.
I think this is the double stuffed right here with the type formation package and the pistol. Actually, we're not in pistol anymore. We're Cooper's offset to the left.
We got movement again. Every time Edna stunts, you're seeing it.
Yeah, we're getting twitchy there, trying to get a jump, and they shift and causes us to jump off. Here we are behind the sticks again, guys. We gotta get moving the other way.
Four down linemen for the Cowboys. Are going to try to find some running room up the middle. Ends up getting everything that they lost and maybe a yard back as well. It's going to bring it 2nd and 9.
6 yards on the play. Second down.
So as we take under 6 minutes here, guys, I'm kind of with y'all. Just continue to drive down the field, get some points on the board.
Yeah, Cobra's going to have to find a way to push this down the field a little bit. Even if you don't end up in the end zone, they're going to have to pick up 30, 40 yards, get a sustained drive right now just to keep Edna off the field for a little while and give the defense a little bit of a break.
Yeah, a toss was out to Martin. Ends up picking up about 4 yards on that. 5 yards on that play. It's going to make it 3rd down and 4.
And it feels like deja vu all over again here. We keep in these critical 3rd down situations where it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. So far, Cobras haven't had a lot of success in this down and distance
The
situation.
third down, third downs have been killing us. The one we got a while ago, we got overturned with a holding call.
Cooper out on motion this way. It's more of a decoy, and we got Landon Wolfskill wide
What a
open.
catch.
Jumps up and catches that ball near midfield. There is the first time we've seen 17 involved in this game. Guys, he was able to get down the field and wide open for Garza as he delivers a pass.
Guys, I mean, I know I'm kind of a broken record week in and week out, but I love when they throw to 17. He does not miss the ball. Everything thrown his way is always caught. And he's big, he's tall, he makes an enticing target. I would love to see them start really involving him.
Yeah, Martin continuing to run and carry Cowboys with him. He's near the 30-yard line. Keep the foot on the pedal right now, Lee. I'm with you. Just continue to move down the football field.
He complete a pass, opens up that run a little bit more.
Garza sees Quebeca over the middle, and he's got his target. Quebeca's brought down immediately, but not before he gets a Cobra first down.
Yeah, they're going right now, and I don't want to see them slow down. Check the wristbands, get right back up there. Let's keep moving.
4:16 and counting down in this first half. Edna has seen enough. They're going to call a timeout. So
yeah, that's a wise timeout for them.
With that, we'll call a quick timeout, too. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. And coming out of that timeout, and Cobras are driving the football down the field.
Free play.
They're going to hand the ball off to Martin. Excuse me,
No,
I'm sorry, Kuchler. Everybody got surprised that Kuchler is in for a Cobra touchdown. Nobody knew who had the ball except number 5 and 7.
Great video down there from Double Nickel as he's in the end zone with Kuchler. Go ahead and give him a little high five, Wes.
That was a great play call, guys. That was awesome. I missed that. I was completely tricked and fooled up here as well. I never saw Ashton give the ball to Kuchler.
Yeah, we had a free play there, guys, because they were offsides, and so good job blocking and executing.
Now, I liked a little bit of misdirection there, and you're able to kind of do that with that tight formation when you got everybody kind of in the box. And Warren on his first attempt of the night, he is good from there. So with that, we have a Con Metal score and drive recap. Why don't you break it down for us, James?
Yeah, so the main thing of that was the passing game, guys. We came out and hit 3 different receivers, Kuchler, Wolfskill, and Quebeca, all there. So really about 40, 45 yards worth of passing, and then capped off by that run by Kuchler of about 17 yards, untouched almost, for the score. And then, of course, Bryce Warren putting the PAT through.
Yeah, James, you said it in real time. When they started throwing that first pass to Wolfskill, really opened up the lanes for Cooper to run on that next play. Picked up good yards. And then, so at that point, Edna was on their heels. Industrial started going quick. I like it. I liked what they were doing there. They were mixing and matching, and they were going fast.
One thing to note, guys, Garza, he hasn't missed a target yet. He's had to be flushed out of the pocket a couple times, but when he's throwing down the field, our receivers are making the catches and getting the separation they need to make catches.
No, absolutely, and he's been on, like you just said, he's hitting them in those spots, in those little vacant areas between the safety and the coverage. Little line drive kick, fielded by number 21. I believe that's Randall Slusher. The sophomore ends up slipping on the ground and falling around the 40-yard line. Slusher.
Yeah, he saw a lot of maroon coming at him pretty fast. And I think that's a wise decision there. not to kick deep, not to give these guys a chance for a big return. Plenty of time still left in this one. 4:03 right now on the clock. And so with 4 minutes left, 3 and out here, we'll get this offense ball back one more time and be a great time defense to get a stop.
Ready for a turnover here, guys. So far, the Cobras are winning the turnover battle.
They're going to pull 2 backs in. First time we've seen them do that.
More of a misdirection, and they are just outrunning the coverage here. Ball is falling incomplete there, but Blake Mendoza on the coverage. So, guys, they're just running seam routes down the field and just using their speed against us, against the Cobras, just forcing the Cobras to have to try to keep up with their speedy guys.
Well, and I saw that they ran that wheel route out of the backfield too. I wonder if they're going to go back to it because I know we've struggled with that, and you've seen it. That's the third time in a row they've targeted Blake Mendoza though. So I don't know if that's intentional.
We got speed on the other side. Ryland Barr is probably a little bit faster in coverage on the far side at the cornerback position, over there on Harris.
Yeah, back in that little.
Alapaska's walking up right now. No safety help. It does not going to matter.
The disruptor is in the backfield and brings down Cade Rodas. He got a little bit nervous on that course caller there, but he was able to bring him down nice and gently.
Nice and gently. Just saying hello. No, great job getting in the backfield there and getting a hold of him early because we've seen what he can do when he has a little time to get up to speed. I mean, he's explosive, but you catch him in the backfield.
So, guys, other than the 2 touchdown runs, the Cobras have held Rodas to -20.
Wow.
He has 2 touchdown runs of over 50 yards, but when we contain him, we're stopping him in the backfield.
Well, and part of it is that we don't have a lot of safety help back, so when he does break that second level, he's gone.
Back to pass again, flushed out of the pocket. But he's going to bounce outside. He's got Brady Cope in pursuit. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, but I think he's going to have he's going to be really close. Looks like they marked him right there at the 49.
Yeah, he stepped out about a yard before that, but they gave him the 49, which they're going to call it a first down.
Golly, there was a lot of guys that could have got a hand on him, just could not handle him right there. We had a lot of shots. Clock sitting at 2:58 right now. Cobra D was close to getting off the field right there and just couldn't quite get a handle on Jaden Clay. He is a big, strong QB. Fourth-year starter right now.
Played back to pass, fires it downfield. He's got the sophomore again, Braylon Harris, but ball is broken up. I believe that was 19. Sam Kurtz on that.
Got there.
So a funny thing is I think Sam was about a step behind, and Ryland Barr was coming up and shoved Sam Kurtz into the receiver, which broke up the pass play. That was but good coverage by Sam, trying to stay with him, and then Ryland Barr getting back there to help.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here with 2:49 left in this first half. Cobras trailing by 14.
Well, the incomplete pass helps the Cobras out a little bit. Clock now stopped at 2:49.
Clay's going to call his own number, runs right into the disruptor, but breaks away. I think he's finally brought down by, that's number 60, Cullen Dyson.
Yeah, got
And I believe Zach Vadial came in and delivered a shot there as well. It's going to bring up 3rd down, but with that 3rd down, Coach Nairn's going to call a timeout, talk to the defense. 2:34 left here in this first half. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
Welcome back, Cobra football fans. 2:34 on the clock as this second quarter gets set to wind down here shortly. Going to be 3rd down, James, and big one here for the Cobras.
Yeah, big here. Edna may be in 4-down territory on our side of the 50, but about 3rd down and 6 here. And so Cobra defense come up with a stop, turn it back over to the offense. They scored quick last time. Let's see if defense can get them the ball back.
Clay with plenty of time. Fires downfield. Rylan Barr on the coverage. Great job there by number 12. Tendon receivers number 4, Keegan Hicks.
Yeah, no, he had good tight coverage the whole way. His speed allowed him to get down there early, gave him time to, when he saw the receiver's eyes, he got his head around as well, was able to break that play up. Incomplete pass saves a turnover. Industrial's got one left in the pocket. And so they get to keep that one.
Hey guys, I'm glad he looked that way because Rodas was right up the seam, and I think Sam Kurtz was slipped in coverage, and he would have walked into the end zone. But luckily, Barr was covering where he was, and that's where the ball went.
Rugby style punt is away and takes a Cowboy bounce as it rolls to the 10. So Cobra's going to have 2 minutes and 15 seconds when they come out here. Just the way you wrote it up, James. You talked about score going into half, come out, get the ball, score again. If that happens, this game's tied up.
I agree with that. I'm all for it.
We got 1 vote for yes. 2 votes for yes.
Biggest thing is here, just protect the ball, right? I mean, this deep in your own territory. If you can keep the defense off the field the rest of the half, but just protect the ball.
We haven't seen Edna blitz very hard tonight. This may be one time in a situation like this they try to put a little pressure on Garza. See if they can create a mistake for him.
They moved him again. They keep switching there, and Boop ended up coming up and getting ready to block them. And it's every time that they move over there like that.
Well, I think what's really getting them is they're moving in tandem.
But the officials are talking about it, too, here. So maybe they're saying Edna drew us off. Maybe they came across and drew us. Yep.
They're saying delay a game against the Cowboys. So I guess that's what they're starting to notice that.
Explanation coming to the Edna sideline.
I want an answer as to what's going on here.
Well, what's interesting is the officials are not on the field right now. So, somebody's going to have to come in and blow the whistle because that ball was about to get snapped.
Umpire's getting up over the top of it. Coach Mitchell's asking for another explanation. He's wanting from the white hat. While they get all this sorted out, we'll take a quick break. Thanks to some sponsors. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. So what I think happened was the back judge came in and he delivered the delay of game sign. That's what he was showing. That's why the Cobras got 5 yards on that penalty there from Edna. But basically what it is Edna's doing things to draw them off sides, and that's what the delay of game call is for. Right up there. Great adjustment there by Nick Kuchler to catch that ball. A little thrown behind him a little bit, but comes down with it. Brought down around the 30-yard line.
That was a beautiful set of routes out of those 3. I was almost kind of like watching the Blue Angels flying as they all came out in formation and then just broke in different directions. I mean, they were moving.
They're going quick again. Edna wasn't ready, and Kuchler on the reception again on that little bubble screen, and he is tackled inbounds. His clock continues to tick with minute 58 or 50 remaining.
Well, let's keep going. Cobras have had success when they've been in a hurry. Edna has not gotten set, and they have not been able to defend when they've been on their heels.
On quick again. Ball's going to be pulled this time. Garza's going to call his own number. Bounces to the outside. Gets out of bounds near midfield. That's going to
even more important, he gets the first down. A minute 29 on the clock now as it sits stopped.
That was a good block there on coming around. It looked like Willie Ledwick coming off the end and knocking the end down. It's kind of sprung Garza for that run.
Yeah, Garza able to find some running room there and weave around some blocks to get that open running room there to the edge. Going trips to this side. And you guys notice empty backfield. Cooper Martin's in that slot receiver position. Garza looking downfield. Fires this one out of bounds, but we're going to end up getting a holding call. And I do think that was the right call. I kind of saw it looked like Zach Boot kind of got tied up a little bit.
That was a good tackle, Will. What are you talking about? It looked like he was really trying to protect Ashton going around the end there and just got, like you say, kind of got tangled and ended up on top of the guy.
Yeah, it's almost like once he starts getting past, you just kind of let him go.
It's supposed to be when you land on top of him, you're supposed to throw your hands up.
It wasn't
that
me.
way, that way you, oh, well, they're waving it. Waving the flag off.
Oh, I'm confused.
Yeah, he threw his hands up in time.
Oh, there we go. I'll take it, James. Well, these guys next door to us are not happy about it.
I don't know.
2nd and 10 with 1:21 left in this first half.
You think they would have restarted the clock after that, though, right? Oh, no, incomplete pass. He threw it out of bounds. My bad.
Wolfskill, the lone receiver to the far side of the field. It's going to be a screen pass to Martin. Great block there by Cole Powell. He's off to races. He's going to run out of bounds. Jacob Reyes was on his heels, and Martin wisely steps out of bounds there with 1:11 left.
Yeah, they have a lot of clock left right now with where the field position is. I mean, really, at this point, Cobras have all the time in the world.
1:11 on the clock, guys. Make a wish.
I don't like nothing that 1:11 runs through.
Garza on the QB delay. Fires up the middle. Ball is on the ground, but Zach Boot making it up there.
Boop. We got it back.
Falls right on it. Number 68, heads up play right there.
Clock now winds under a minute, and we'll keep running.
Yeah, that was – I don't know why you call a run play there.
We got to go fast here.
Well,
we take under 45 seconds.
Cowboys have not let Ashton Garza beat him tonight. And, I think what you're going to have to do is it's going to be his arm that does it, not his legs. He's throwing the ball well. Martin's running the ball. Clock now at 30 seconds as they let a half a minute run off.
We got Martin out there on the edge. He's got the reception and it's running out of bounds.
23 seconds as it freezes. But I think until you open this whole playbook up and change how the Cowboy defense has to react, I don't need to see Ashton run it any longer tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's two heads-up play by Cooper Martin. Get the yards you can and get out of bounds and try to save that timeout. But I don't think you play for a field goal here, guys. I think you got to try to get in the end zone if you can. Settle for the field goal if you have to, but don't play for it.
Martin out on motion. Garza looking downfield again. Fires it to Wolfskill in that little soft spot. Down by the 20. We're going to have to call a timeout. They're going to try to go spike the ball, though. They're running up to the field.
Clock should be frozen at 16 while they move the chains.
No, you're right.
As soon as they set them, though, it's going to be live at 16. And there's the signal, and he spikes it.
Yeah, that's going to stop it with 12 seconds here. So with that we'll take a quick timeout as well because Edna did take a timeout. We'll be right back with Cobra Football. Welcome back, Cobra fans. We just found out from our sideline reporter, Edna actually called a timeout before the play, so no reason to spike the ball, and we're still at 1st and 10. No loss of down on that play.
Yeah, 12 seconds left on the clock. So essentially, you've got time for maybe 3 plays if you can get them out of the hand quick. You do have a timeout, so all options are open here as the Cobras close in. Edna pushing a lot of bodies up.
Garza looking down, ends up splitting a couple defenders. He's off to the races. He's going to try to catch that pylon. We'll see if he gets it. Signal, they're going to say he's out of bounds around the 1 yard line, half a yard line, I'm guessing. Four seconds left, guys.
Wow.
So I'm with y'all. We're right at the 1 yard line. I think you go for the touchdown, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
Well, we're going to use a last timeout right here. With that timeout, we'll take another quick one. We'll be right back with Cobra Football.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. We are here with 4 seconds left on this play clock. Getting you this goal line angle right now.
Yeah, nothing like a little drama here.
Yeah, there it goes. Attaboy, Wes.
Well, with that timeout burned, you essentially have 4 seconds on the clock, so you got to figure this is probably it.
So they're going to bring Wolfskill and Kuster out to the outside. They're going to plug everybody else up on the line of scrimmage. We'll see what coach has drummed up here. Ball's in Garza's hands, and he is into the end zone, right up the middle. Another Cobra touchdown. So just like you guys said, as time ticks away here, drive down the field. Get in there, get the touchdown.
I wish we'd have thought of that sooner.
They deferred to the second half. They're going to get the ball back. So
And we're going to do it again. That was part of the plan, Will.
There you go. Good job. The drama is starting to unfold out here in Vanderbilt tonight.
There you go. Right now, a little extra point attempt. Clock did hit 0, so time expired on the last play. The point after will be still allowed, of course, but 0's on the clock, so there will be no kick after this.
Bryce Warren holds good, kicks up and good. So Cobras pull within a touchdown, heading into halftime and get the ball in the second half.
21-14, and that gives us a Con Medal scoring drive recap, James.
Yeah, so recap there was a big run by Ashton Garza, going out at the 1 yard line. But before that, stays perfect on the night, passing through the air to multiple receivers, with Kuchler having a big catch on that drive to sustain it. But really, Garza's legs kind of set up that touchdown. And of course, then punched it in with good blocking up front.
So that's your first half in the books. We're going to take a brief break. We'll be back with some halftime festivities here in just a minute. And then we'll be back with second half action as the Cobras will get the ball to start that second half. Don't go anywhere, folks. Stay tuned. You're listening to Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. Right now, halftime as Edna is leading at 21-14. But Will LaRue has escaped the booth. He is down on the field. And, Will, you caught up with some cross-country girls here as we go live down to the field.
Hey, guys, I am here. I've got the privilege tonight to be joined by the district championship cross-country girls here. We've got Kate Simons. Kate Simons is our district champion as well, 3rd year in a row. Kate, introduce the team here for me.
Okay, this is Kylie, Addison, Cora, Elise, Carly, and Kaylee.
Hey, great job, girls. We've been watching y'all all year long, doing a fantastic job. District championship, I know that was exactly what you guys wanted to hit on that first part of the year, and now heading into regionals. So, Kate, you've run this race before. How are you feeling?
Well, I think the whole team is going into it pretty confidently. We have experience on this course, and we're ready to just show everybody what we can do and hopefully make it to state.
No, absolutely. Elise, we've been watching y'all run as well. You've had several top 10 finishes this season too. So how do you feel about coming into the race going up to Corpus on Monday?
I feel really good. I've been running really hard at practice because I really want to improve my time. At district, I was 2 minutes away from breaking 13, so that's going to be my goal.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, good luck, and we hope you do that. Cora, it's your last year, your senior year. Hey, great start with the district championship, heading into regionals. How about yourself? How are you feeling?
I am really excited, and I'm not ready to let this season end, so I'm going into this confident that we will make it to state. That way I can continue this and be with my family for as long as I possibly can.
I hear you, and good luck to y'all. Kaylee, y'all got anything you want to say as well? Carly and Kaylee? No, hey, so there you go. Hey, so this race coming up, right? Going up there in Corpus. Have y'all have run this before? What are you expecting? What is different about some of the races that y'all have done this season compared to what you're going to be facing in Corpus?
Well, Corpus doesn't really have any hills, which is a good thing for us, so we can take advantage of that. And the only downside is we have to run past a sewer plant, so it does get pretty smelly. Other than that, I think we'll be ready to attack the course.
So there's no beaches in there? No. We're on the coast.
Nope, just grass and then finish on the track.
Okay, well, hopefully that smelly finish is a happy smelly finish for y'all. Y'all do have 2 freshmen on the team as well. How are y'all feeling about going in on Monday? Sophomore, I'm sorry. I apologize, my mistake. I'm sorry, freshman and sophomore. How are y'all feeling?
Very excited. Yeah, and we're ready to represent industrial well, so.
Awesome. I have no doubt that y'all will do that. We are looking forward to hearing about those results on Monday. Good luck to you girls, and congratulations on another district championship.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
All right. Well, thank you, Will, for that great report down there from the field. And, gosh, it's been fun to highlight those girls each and every week as we continue to see success upon success out of that team. Nothing but best wishes for them as they go to regionals, James. But, you know, they've been dominant, and it's fun to see the history of this program.
That's exactly right. They're just carrying on the tradition that's been built many years ago and working hard. I mean, they probably run more miles than I drive every week, but definitely hard work goes into that early mornings and early Saturday mornings to run a lot of times. And congratulations to the girls cross country team.
Well, while the Edna Band is out there on the field, we're going to kind of recap the first half here as we go through a few stats with our chief statistician, Mr. Baker.
Yeah, I'm just the fill-in chief statistician. Remember that. So no.
Well, hello out there, Dump. I hope you're listening.
So really, I'm gonna kind of highlight the Cobra defense first. You know, started out with a couple of good drives and then just gave up a few big plays. So Rodas from Edna, who we came in worried about, right? I mean, he's just a good running back. He's run the ball 6 times for 88 yards. But if you take away his 2 touchdown runs of 52 and 54 yards, the Cobras have contained him otherwise. So it's two big plays or his more than the yards that he has at halftime. Of course, Clay had the 120-yard run to extend that drive they had, but Cobra defense doing pretty good containing the run, other than the two big plays they had. So for the Cobras right now, the Garza and Cooper Martin leading the way, both with 45 yards. Of course, Garza had the touchdown going into halftime there, and then Nick Kuchler has about 15 yards to add to that, and that one score from 17 yards out. Passing, Clay is 3 of 10 for Edna, with one interception by Zach Villarreal, and then he has that one long touchdown pass. Other than that, Mendoza, Kurtz have come up with some breakups in the secondary to try to keep him at bay as well. Ashton Garza, so far 10 for 10 on his passing. And like we talked about, nothing really down the field, 15-yard shots, 11-yard shots. But he's totaled 101 yards on the through the air. And then leading receiver, of course, Nick Kuchler with 43 yards so far. A couple catches by Wolfskill, Cooper Martin, and then Cade Kubeka has the one. So all in all, the Cobra, the end of that first half was excitingly to see the Cobras respond, come back with 2 touchdowns, get the ball after halftime, and have a chance.
Well, you talked about those pass breakups there by Villarreal and Kurtz. I hope you gave Ryland Barr an assist. Or
and a Ryland Barr assist,
yes. I don't know if you can, like, it works like sacks do, where you can get a half a sack, but half a pass breakup maybe, something.
I think that was his shove that said, run faster, Sam, run faster. So, and then leading the tackles right now, you got Brady Cope and Villarreal kind of leading the way there, but really a lot of good pressure from that D-line up front when Edna does try to get into a passing situation.
Yeah, no, they've been playing extremely well up front tonight for the Cobras. And those guys are not the only ones playing well. This week we had some top performers, as we highlight this past week's. On the football side, we had Logan Dinsman for the defense and Ryland Barr on the offensive side. Logan was the top point player on defense this week. He had 3 solo tackles, 2 assists, and 2 tackles for loss. Coach said that he's been a steady player. They're very excited about his growth about middle linebacker, and really had a good game last week in Aranza's pass. Ryland Barr did the same, as he had a big night running the ball, 100 yards, 2 TDs on 7 carries. I can't do that math that fast, James, but it's a pretty good average.
Good average.
I'm going to say pretty good average. But yeah, when it was his time to shine, he did finish the game extremely strong. And so hats off to those 2 guys. On the volleyball side, we had sophomore outside hitter Erilyn Bethany. She's been working as an on her off-blocker coverage all year, and boy, she stepped up last week. 14 digs, which, as Coach pointed out, is huge for a player that only plays on the front row. So you pick up that many defensive plays out of a front row player, that's impressive.
Either you're everywhere or that ball's coming straight down. One of the two.
One of the two. Either way, pretty impressive that she's handling it. And then across country, hey, y'all just got to see them. Will was down there on the field with them, but yeah, our top performance week, the whole shebang, as Kate Simons, Elise Bullock, Carly Burrow, Addison Hunt, Cora Motley, Kaylee Carl, and Kylie Benavidez all get Performer of the Week as they bring home the district championship, put it in the trophy case.
Yeah, and Kate Simons continues to lead that team. I mean, she's we've talked about her since she was in 7th grade, I believe, pretty much winning week in and week out, and it's good to see a team around or with her, excel as well.
Yeah, and this distance running program, both on the cross-country side as well as the long-distance group in the spring, there's been a legacy here. It started back with the High family.
Will Miraja, the Baez boys. Yes, it's been around for a while.
And it's one of those things where when you see that kind of program have that kind of success year in or year out, it builds on itself and just continues to pass that baton forward.
And if you really want the history, ask Coach Elkins, because he knows the dates, he knows the history of it. He's been around for a lot of it and does a really good job with that program.
So this week coming up, they will be at regionals, as you heard, as well as we got a little bit of football next week. The teams will be split up here, there, and yonder as some of the JV heads down to London. Some of the junior high will be doubling up with a doubleheader this week and next week against Palacios. And, of course, if you have a chance to go out to regionals, that's where the big show is.
Hey, welcome back to the booth, Will.
Yeah, I'm out of breath. I had to run all the way up here keeping up with them cross-country girls.
Watch out, because they'll smoke you.
Yeah, I believe it. We've seen that. We had to get in the front of a buggy, and we still almost got caught.
yeah, the Polaris couldn't outrun those girls.
Hey, so where are we at on the pick'em?
Huh? Oh, we already covered that.
Oh.
You missed it.
Are you sure we covered that?
Yeah.
I don't think they were going to have it this week, were they?
I'm sure we didn't, but we
you
haven't
know.
taken my picture yet. That's right, folks, because I'm wearing the big chain today.
He's the most valuable pick'em.
We don't have a camera up here, unfortunately, show the folks at home how good that MVP necklace looks around the old section of the room.
There he is.
Yes, sweet.
That's the SLP MVP right there, folks.
That's it, right there. I'm keeping that one proud this week.
There you go. Well, you did. You took it home at 7-1 last week, and it's your time to shine. You've been trailing, but you're closing the gap, man.
Yeah.
You're closing it down. Yeah. I took a little hit last week. You know, I've been chasing the boss, Bargenbrook. You know, we've been neck and neck. I haven't been able to close that game. I was behind him, and so last week I took a few gambles. I was like, man, I'm gonna go out on a limb on a couple, see if I can pick up a win. It did not work. It did not work. Kind of fell flat on that one at 5-3.
Well, let's run down this thing. So we got London across the board, obviously. Goliad across the board, on Aransas Pass. Everyone's going with the home favorite, Industrial.
It's looking pretty decent pick right now.
Now we kind of just skipping around with Hitchcock and Columbus. So kind of on, two evenly matched teams though between Hitchcock and Columbus.
Well, evenly matched picks as we're marching lockstep. Hitchcock, Columbus, Hitchcock, Columbus, Hitchcock, Columbus. So
yeah,
left, right, left, right.
You're right, but Hitchcock is playing a little bit better football, I think, than Columbus this year. They're just, to me, Hitchcock just seems to be more of that powerhouse. You know, they're favored to make it all the way to the big one this year. So,
well, I hope you're right, because you and I are united in that choice. And you know who did not pick them?
The boss.
Yeah, exactly. We might gain a little ground there. Yeah, I'm rooting for you on that one.
Yeah, Llano across the board, Lyford across the board, and I'm the only one went with Poteet, but.
The lone Aggie fan.
You know,
that's the first time you've ever been called that.
That is the first time. But, three of my buddies that I played high school football with are coaching over there, including head coach Rudy Valerio as well. So I'm kind of wishing those guys a little bit of luck, and I'll pick them. And if they win this one, then I know it's me.
Well, the Strawberry Farmers are 0-6 this year, so I'm not sure they're going to get there. But we do have we do have one good pick here. Shady B. No, I'm sorry. Rob here picked El Campo for the upset, but right now they're trailing the Needville Blue Jays 42-14. So the boss is not going to pick up an upset win this week.
No. But on the upsets here, though, this First Valley team we've picked this week, and I
thought that was your date for Saturday night.
No.
Favorite
Donna.
song.
You know why I went with Donna?
Because Richie Valens told you to?
Yes, he did. That's one. But number two, the other reason, because they still have the old school Redskins logo, and they're still called the Redskins. So
Okay.
dang it, I'm going with the Donna Redskins this week.
All right, there you go. I'll allow it. Well, Shady B and I, we both Schulenberged it. And Shady B just wanted to pick somebody other than Bloomington this week, and I don't think he knew where else to go. So we got that. But I don't know how my Schulenberg Shorthorns are doing. Oh, we got a text in from the boss himself, Rob Bargenbrook, out there listening in. He says Columbus has a better point differential. So he's explaining his pick from afar. Well, Rob.
He's trying to justify things.
I hate to tell you, everybody up here is rooting against you.
I'm pretty sure you got a meeting. You better start paying attention to that.
Right.
You got a board meeting going on?
And Double Nickel, I don't know if he's got his ears on down there. Hey, Breaker 19, Double Nickel, you got a copy on us? Come on back. He's trying.
Well, yeah, it's because he's muted.
I think he's singing the national anthem.
Oh,
The
we
mic's
got him
not.
muted. Hold on.
Maybe
There he is.
Oh, wow. We're going to have some band right in front of me. But, no, Hitchcock and them are 24-24 at halftime right now. So that's a pretty good ball game.
That is.
And I don't know why I picked Kennedy. Kennedy just sounded pretty good because I used to have a deer leash right next to him. So I was like, well, let's kick Kennedy.
You got any of that oil and gas up there? You got a little mineral leaf, anything?
No, I wish.
Well, our band, the Golden Cobra Band, the winning Golden Cobra Band, is fixing to set to take stage here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So we're going to go to that on the field
Industrial
right
ISD
now.
is proud to present for your halftime entertainment our award-winning Golden Cobra Band. This past weekend, the Golden Cobra Band performed at the Andy Varsity Invitational, where they won Best 3A Percussion, Best 3A Winds, and Outstanding 3A Band. The band will perform the 2023 program entitled Tenor of Life tonight. It features clarinet soloist Rachel Lange, flute soloist Taylor Crow, horn soloist Haley Cooper, trumpet soloist Ian Gutierrez, tenor sax soloist Ava Barrientos. The Golden Cobra Band is under the field direction of drum majors Taylor Crow, Rachel Lange, and Kyle Schrader. So sit back and enjoy the sounds of the Golden Cobra Band. Brown, Stacy Hudson, and Nick Jocelyn. The guard instructor is Bailey Schrader. Section of the week is the drum line. Band members of the week are Sadie Kavika, Chris Hernandez, Diana Gallegos, and Mackenzie Jones. The band would like to thank Industrial Band Boosters, Industrial High School Principal Heather Aaron, the ISD School Board, and Superintendent Clark Motley for all their support of the Golden Cobra Band. Please come out and watch the band perform in El Campo tomorrow at 11:15 at the UIL Region Marching Contest for their chance to advance to area.
Great performance there by the band, and the boys
Yep.
are getting ready to come out.
The music has switched. It went from contest performance to little Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah, good luck to the band. They compete tomorrow.
Yeah, they look good tonight. First time I seen them from the bird's eye view up here. It looked good, sounded good, even with the windows closed, good sound. And so good luck to them as they continue their marching season.
Yeah, James, we had the opportunity to interview several of the drum majors, or several of them, all three of them. That's a lot of drum majors, all three drum majors, yeah, during the kickoff barbecue. And they kind of explained it a little bit to us about what the show was all about. And kind of hard to follow a little bit about it while they were talking about when we were able to finally see it with everything, with the full production under play. It's absolutely a wonderful show.
Yeah, a lot of time and energy into that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's really timely choice. You know, we talked about it that they selected this drought into kind of renewal theme back last year when last year's budgets. You have to order the uniforms, the flags, and then suddenly here we are. We find ourselves in a drought this summer, and now here recent rains the last couple weeks. And
so you're giving them credit for bringing us out of the drought?
Well, no, I'm just saying
farmers will support the band. Yeah.
Exactly right. A very timely show. I mean, just really appropriate.
No, absolutely. They need to get them back on the weekly show. Y'all don't have a chance to watch or get caught up on all sports, all Cobra and Rattler sports. Make sure you're tuning in on Wednesday night. Cobra Sports Weekly Update. Kick's going to bounce right into Hunter Halapaska's hands. He's going to run forward and be brought down beyond the 30, and that's where the Cobras will take their first possession of this second half.
I love this finish a drive, score, get the ball back, go again. Make it, take it.
Yep.
Took the words right out of my mouth. We're playing basketball over here, Lee.
Yeah,
that's the Clemson, right? Clemson.
You know, if Rob was here, I'd suggest to him we add that to our suggested rules. I know my Mulligan. He's kind of a support network on our Mulligan idea. Maybe we need a little make it, take it rule too.
The other thing, give a big shout out to that watch party happening down at the Shack tonight.
Yeah, it's always fun. We got folks down there watching each week as they put on the TV and have their own watch party. So if you're in LaSalle, Texas, well, you're probably already at the Shack.
if not, you're nearby.
Yeah, that's the only place to be in LaSalle, Texas.
Cooper Martin on that carry gets a hard 2 yards there. So Cowboys still moving around in that defense, trying to throw the Cobras off balance. I'm not sure. I didn't quite see any of that in film. Watching film this week, guys, is seeing their defensive line move that way.
It was almost an adjustment they made after that first drive when Cooper Martin was running well up the middle.
And Cooper's going to go again, but he is met in the backfield. But, the Cowboy, he don't go down easy. They're still having a hard time bringing him down.
Yeah, no, he got that name a long time ago when he played youth football up in Yoakum, Texas, under that Friday Night Tykes deal. They nicknamed him that there because he was a tough runner, and nothing's changed in the last 10, 15 years.
Been that long?
I'm not sure. I just make it up as I go, man.
Sounds good.
Doesn't it?
How little were the little tykes?
Cooper's the hardest running 18-month-old around.
3rd and 10, going with a bunch formation here. Martin in motion. Ours are dropping back to pass again. Trying to get away, pressured in the pocket. Going to heave it upfield. It is intercepted by number 34.
Well, I guess the good news, James, is he still hasn't thrown an incompletion. The downside there is the wrong guy caught it.
That was probably an ill-advised pass. I think he was trying to get out of bounds. He was trying to run and throw at the same time. Just didn't quite get enough on it and got picked off.
Yeah, and I'm all right with that on a third down when you're firing it downfield a lot deeper because it's the same as a punt, you know. But like you said, just Ashton kind of just put a little bit up in it. I thought he was going to throw it away in all actuality, but you know it was third down.
Just maybe trying to make. I don't know if he was trying to get out of bounds or just trying to make a little too much out of a play that wasn't there.
Either way, Cowboys in good field position here at 32-yard line. And Rodas is going to go ahead and take the ball on the sweep out to the right side, and he is going to find the end zone. Nobody touched him. One play, or actually 2 plays. Turnover on the interception there, and 1 play by Rodas, and now we have a 2-score game again.
Yeah, kind of took that momentum the Cobras took into halftime away, but it's still early. Mulligan, Lee?
Huh?
We want a mulligan?
Yes. Yes, there it is. That's why we have that.
22, the southpaw is through and hit. That brings the lead to 28-14 here in Vanderbilt. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Cobra football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. You know, we got some new cheerleaders down there on the side. The junior high cheerleaders are come out to the football game and are cheering.
I can barely see them in those shirts.
Yeah.
It's a hot pink, bright shirt.
Time for a big return, guys.
Yeah, I'm with you. Southpaw puts his foot into it. It's hit right. They continue to kick this ball right to Hunter Halapaska. And Hunter's got a seam right here, runs into a couple of the Cowboys and brought down at the 40-yard line.
Is he a southpaw if he's a foot?
Yes. I don't really know, but I was just going to answer you.
A VW Beetle. We're over here in the in-stadium announcer announcing a VW Beetle as I guess I couldn't hear if there are lights on or Miss Park, but you don't see an old slug bug
yeah,
you don't see a slug bug partner. You don't see those very often these days. They're going to give to Martin up the middle. Ball is out. Things not going the Cobras' way in the start of the second half as turnovers on 2 consecutive possessions. It's tough to ask the defense to recover from this.
It was pretty good collision there at the line. I didn't see the ball come out, but I know the coaches in the booth next to us started hollering at it pretty quick. I didn't see who came up with it on Edna's side.
Yeah, just not getting that push that we talked about in the first half off the defensive line, guys. So another short field here for the Cowboys to work with. Clay dropping back to pass, fires it downfield. He does have a man, and if that is caught, it is. That's a touchdown for number 4, Keegan Hicks. So 2 plays, 2 scores for the Cowboys. It's that one-on-run coverage, guys, over the middle. It's just kind of been the Achilles heel for the Cobras this season. And the Cowboys have seen that, and they're taking advantage of it. .9:29 left in the third quarter. Ball is up, and it's through.
I think I'm going to need a break to regroup.
Cowboys go up 35-14. Let's go ahead and take that break and go ahead and regroup.
So.
Yeah,
I'm
here we
calling
go.
halftime.
You're watching Cobra football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra football fans.
Yeah, as we come out of the locker room and start this second half, we're going to just do it over.
Have we started?
21-14 right now.
Yeah.
Mulligan.
Can we rewind
I
that?
paid extra for a second mulligan.
Oh.
Did you bought in early?
I bought in early.
Whoa.
Ryan's allergic to Cowboy touchdowns.
Yeah, good. Well, I hope he doesn't have to see any more.
Yeah.
'Cause those two came in a hurry.
They sure did. Another kick out towards Halapaska. He's been busy over the last couple of plays. Right down around the 25-yard line. So time to get set, get going, drive the football down the field. Let's go score.
Yeah, Cobras just need to take a breath here, regroup, and just put together a sustained drive and get some points on the back end of it. Get some of that confidence back.
Or just punt it away. I'd be satisfied with anything that's not a turnover on this possession.
Or this play. It's been first down both times, correct? No, second
No,
down
yeah,
the first time.
I'd say
my
the
bad.
first time we had, they wrapped up Martin on the first down.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to that tight formation, it was pretty successful for them in the first half there towards the end. See, the Cowboys are doing that again, that shift in motion. Garza dropping back to pass. He's got Quebeca wide open. Splits a couple defenders and continues to run. Great block by number 45 on the end there. And Quebeca's in for a touchdown. Wow. What a job.
Okay, well, I guess the theme is one-play scorers in the second half. Because we still got 9 minutes left, and we've seen 3 scores. How about that scoring recap, James? Give us that multi-play drive.
So it's going to be a one-play, 75-yard touchdown pass from from Ashton Garza to Cade Quebeca with a great block in the secondary by Major LaRue to spring him because that guy was about to make a dive at Cade's feet or lower half, and Major just laid him out.
He got shot down by the big gun.
Big gun shot him down.
And this one is through and true. So the Cobras score 21-35. That guy's happy.
Yeah, he is.
No, absolutely. We'll take a quick break while we get set up here. You're watching Cobra Football, Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. We're here, and we got some new cheerleaders down here cheering on the Cobras as the junior high cheerleaders are down here doing a great job. Don't have all their names, but they're out there. No, October, guys, breast cancer awareness, and everybody's pinked out today.
Yeah, all of varsity, all the JV, junior high cheerleaders, all wearing the pink shirts tonight.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of cheerleaders when they were standing on the sideline earlier. You look, they take up almost 20 yards standing shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, because we have the high school.
With an onside kick. They're going to say illegal touching. Yeah, we just barely. Yeah, we recovered it, but we did touch it right
Touched
at the
49.
9. Yeah.
It has to travel 10 yards, and we went 9 with it. So
great call. I love that because it was just a half a yard too early.
Man, that was close.
It really was.
But both officials on each side agreed with the call. They both came in almost on the identical spot.
Yeah, I saw the same thing they saw too.
Yeah.
But almost worked out there. Almost surprised them. Cowboys had a snake in their boot right there.
There it was. There it was, climbing out.
Again, whoever touched it should have threw their hands up and said, I didn't touch it.
Oh, look at this. They just run Coben Snyder onto the field, so Cobras going with a new 4-man front. It's going to be Cullen Dyson, Coben Snyder, Dylan Rearick, and Clayton Roundtree as your down linemen. 2 linebackers are Bo Bethany, Brady Cope. Outside is going to be Sam Kurtz. And
really soft on these outside receivers right now.
well, Rodas is going to get it, and wrapped up in the backfield, but it's a cannon. Cullen Dyson with a little help there by number 12, Rylan Barr, coming off the edge from that quarterback position.
You know, it's really been feast or famine tonight for Rodas. He's either been just swallowed up in the backfield or
untouched.
Or untouched all the way.
Yeah, good penetration there by Dyson getting in and making a great play.
You know, Will, they just ran him off.
Yeah, they brought on Kason Williams to be the outside jack position, what they call, basically an outside stand-up defensive end linebacker. But they're going to bring him on the blitz, and Clay runs into number 33, Brady Cope, and brought down after a decent gain for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up about 9 there.
Yeah, hard running there by Clay. We haven't really seen him have to run the football contested like that tonight.
I wouldn't mind seeing him go back to that 4-man front. I feel like those guys are winning up front. They're getting penetration, getting in the backfield, and that play's not having time to develop.
Yeah, I think they changed and just changing in personnel because expecting that to be a passing down. 3rd and about 6 here. Ball handed off to Rodas. He's wrapped up in the backfield. I believe that was 25. Kason Williams wrapped him up and brought him down.
And Brady Cope came in to help clean it up. That was a good play by the Cobra defense.
Yeah, 4th and 11. Personnel changes here, so I'm seeing that punt team is coming out. Back deep to receive this one is number 5, Nick Kuchler.
Well, wow, after 2 big knockout punches from the Cowboys, Cobras get up off the mat and fight their way back into this thing. I mean, these teams are slugging it out against each other tonight.
It's a real Rocky Balboa story, Lee.
Yes.
Oh, Sam Kurtz almost there to block that punt. Clay kind of runs away from him. Kuchler's going to get out of the way here, but it takes a huge Cowboy roll all the way inside the 5-yard line.
Pad the stats.
Yeah, good punt there by Clay. Pushes him back pretty far.
Well, a 97-yard touchdown drive sounds a lot better.
It does. You know what else it does? Keeps the offense off the field.
There you go.
6:42 left in this 3rd quarter. Cobras trotting out for
the start of a 97-yard touchdown drive.
I like that, Lee. I'm going to go with that.
We calling it in one play again, or are we going to put a drive together?
I'll take either, James. I'm not picky.
As long as it ends up in the end zone. Aiden Thomas running out there. Quebeca on the sideline right now. Garza on the delayed draw. Runs off to the left side and picks up a few. So Quebeca trying to get some fluids in him.
Yeah, he would look like they were wrapping something on his leg, and he was kind of trying to run it off a little bit too. So I don't know if he took a shot down low or what.
Yeah, I got Dr. Francis out there working on him. How about old Dr. Francis volunteering his time, getting out here on these Thursday nights and Friday night games, helping out on the with the training. Being the Cobras don't have a training staff this year, or a trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's huge. This community rallies around volunteers. It's time for all things Cobra.
Garza pulls the ball himself and gains about a yard right there. The cheerleaders down there doing a great job. The band kicking up, getting loud and as loud as they can. Great view of that band. So 3rd down and about 6 yards here. Garza back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's got LaRue, and it is picked off by number 11. Jumps the route. We'll see. He ends up getting into the end zone, and he does get into the end zone for a pick six. That was Campton Hicks.
Yeah, he just jumped that route, Will. Good read. Jumped under the route and kind of took it out of the hands of the receiver and made a good return. And Edna's defense was there blocking for him.
Yeah, I know they did. Hicks is a pretty fast kid, too. Mm-hmm. I know he's got a younger brother, Keegan. There he is. Played baseball with him when he was down in the youth levels, and he's a really fast kid. That was Bo Bethany in there almost getting that block there. But the Cowboys go up 41-21 here, 42-21 here in Vanderbilt. We'll take a quick break with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Back deep is going to be kicked to Hunter Halapaska. I knew you shouldn't bet me, Lee. Tackle made by number 13, Kyle Kunkel. But he was coming in quickly. He was spying Hunter Halapaska the entire time. Came in, wrapped him up, hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, Halapaska's, they've been kicking to him, and so.
They haven't kicked to Nick one time.
They've kicked a couple short where Brady Copes let it bounce to Halapaska instead of going back to catch it. But Hunter's, he's had a couple good returns.
Offense trotting back out there again without number 11.
Number 11 standing next to Naren right now saying, Coach, I'm ready to put me back in.
Oh, pitch back to Garza. A great open field tackle there as Garza brought down around the 30-yard line. That was number 10 on the tackle, Miles Randall.
Got the old dazzle-razzle right there.
Yeah, kind of an interesting play.
It was a little bit different. Thought maybe the old not the hook and ladder. What is that one called?
Little toss back? I don't know.
I take it, you take it, we all take it. Yeah. I don't know.
Fire down.
That was the annexation of Puerto Rico. That's what it looks like.
Garza again brought down by number 34 this time, though. Angel Olivares. It looked like Garza kind of tried to plant his foot and change direction, ended up slipping on that play. Hey, we got number 11 back out here for this third down play. Third and about 5. Landon Wolfskill, the lone receiver to the far side of the field. Little swing pass there out to Kuchler. He should have enough for a Cobra first down.
Wow, that was a short spot, too.
Yeah, they're giving it to him there. Okay, so that either way, that is a Cobra first down. .332 counting down here in this third quarter. They're running banjo, apparently, is what the coaches are saying. As Garza is...
Ooh,
Looks like
there's
it'll be a
extra
late hit.
15.
It's going to be a 15-yarder on that as 14 came in and offered a little bit of a late hit there on Garza. We'll take it.
Yeah, we can use all the 15 yards we can get.
Well, if y'all were able to watch, if y'all stuck around with us during halftime, you got to see that interview with the cross-country team. They're going up and competing in the regional meet up in Corpus Christi A&M on Monday. So cheer them on. This is our second district championship in a row, guys. And Kate Simon's third district championship. So how about that for that young lady?
Impressive.
We got a different quarterback in, guys. It looks like Zach Vadiala is in. He's going to hand the ball off to Cooper Martin. They brought Ashton down.
He took a shot right to the helmet when he on that personal.
Yeah, the
foul. So I don't know if they were just checking him out.
The doc taking a look at him right now. So Zach, the sophomore safety, actually is what he's really brought up to varsity for to help out on the defensive side of things in here at Signal Caller tonight. Call his own number on a quarterback sweep out to the left side, and Zach's going to run forward and get pretty close to that first down yardage on that second down run.
That's how you wiggle through a crack right there.
Third and short. 220.
A little different running style than Ashton as well, too, right? A little quicker and shiftier versus, more power.
Yeah, Zach ran the offense in the JV squad last year, the freshman squad last year, and he ran pretty well. Cooper Martin off to the left side, still carrying some Cowboys with him. Gets enough for a first down and some extra. As we tick under 2 minutes left in this third quarter, Cobras are driving.
See nothing.
Yeah, I say the windows are getting a little foggy here as the humidity sets in. I say weather. We've seen that field play a little slippery tonight, and you got to figure everything is getting a little.
Yeah, Chase Tribula doing a heck of a job, best job he can to try to keep up with these windows and continue to fog up. So that's Vadial again, tries to cut inside the blocks. End up bringing down after a 2-yard loss.
I'd love to let him throw it a little bit right now. Edna's obviously seen the personnel change. They haven't seen it, and Villariac is slinging it pretty good. Maybe just to
keep them honest.
Just to keep them honest.
Well, you got another quarterback there in number 5. How about a little razzle-dazzle?
Ooh, I like the dazzle-razzle. Razzle-dazzle.
Barr on the carry. Does not able to find the edge and brought down by number 34.
Yeah, good open field tackle there. Their key defensive guy, leading tackler. Barr just looked like he was about to slip that one.
Yeah, Garza's all bandaged up and heading back out onto the field.
Yeah, Cooper Martin looks a little shaken up too. That's why Barr's in the game. See Cooper kind of walking around the sideline, kind of shaking some things off.
Yeah, and because of that, LaRue's running the C position because Quebec is off the field. Swing pass out there to Kuchler. See where he is getting up to with brings up 4th and about 8 yards.
4th and a few, for sure.
Yeah,
11 seconds on the game clock right now. It has stopped due to the out of bounds. It's one of the times where it might have been nice to let that thing run out and give us a little time to talk.
Garza looking to pass again. Looks down. Ball is deflected, but intended receiver was Kuchler over the middle. Ball's going to turn over on downs with 6 seconds left in this third quarter. Cobras trailing 42-21. So, a lot happening on that play. A lot of key guys just not able to finish the drive. Cooper Martin, Ashton Garza coming out. Cade Quebeca not being in there, having to get attended to on the sideline, and then Cooper coming out. Guys, it really affects with the flow and everything that you've been running in practice all week long, and then expecting to come out here and try to put a drive together, and you're not having a lot of the key guys in place.
Yeah, the corn dog lost his stick.
Got runny better.
Ball handed off to Rodas again, but he's met at the line of scrimmage. Guys, he's broke away. He's had a lot of yards tonight, James, right? But a lot of that's really been on about 3 carries.
He has 111 yards total, but his 3 touchdown runs were 52, 54, and 32. So, more on those 3 runs, he's negative otherwise.
No, you're right. Well, that ticks away. When we come back, we'll bring you fourth quarter action here from Vanderbilt. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Well, guys, as we went to break, we were talking about how fast Rodas is getting met in the backfield. How he's basically, except for the big breaks, he's been tackled for loss most of the night. That's one of the times where I would like to right now, down and distance situation, or field position situation, I should say, go for that strip. Let's try to create a turnover back there.
Yeah. Hold him up and pound him.
Exactly. Whatever you can do to create an opportunity here on their end of the field.
And Clay under pressure there, but is able to get away before Brady Cope finally escorts him out of bounds there. And Cade Quebeca lost his hat.
Good pressure by Quebeca there, and just made a good diving attempt at Clay's feet and just couldn't quite get him.
Clay, I got to give it to him there. I didn't think he was going to be able to elude that. He did a good job of getting out of the hands of several Cobras.
He's a strong kid. I mean, you just look at his physique. He's a big quarterback.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 4 years. 4 or 3.
I think when he was in Pee Wee 14, 15 years ago.
14. Third and short for the Cowboys. They're going to go ahead and hand this off to Rodas, and he does find a. We'll see where that spot is. I thought he got over the line to gain.
He's a yard short, I think. Maybe.
The side judge closest to us is saying he's a yard short.
We'll wait and see. Chain Gang's watching. They're waiting.
No, they're calling the first down.
Oh, first down, okay.
Yeah. So that's another first down for the Cowboys.
Congratulations, 50-50 drawing winners. You may pick up your prize money there at the table by the main issue.
All right. Calling out the 50-50 winners. Oh, Cowboys drawing some stuff up on the sideline, going with the same play formation the Cobras showed them earlier. Well, with that timeout, we'll take a quick timeout with 11 minutes left in this ball game here in Vanderbilt. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. 11 minutes left in this ball game. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Going with this tight formation. First time we've seen this tonight out of the Cowboys. Ball handed off to a new running back. Or is that still Rodas?
It's still Rodas.
Okay, I thought I saw number 3 back there as well. Picks up about 5 yards on that carry. Second and 5. Ball is pitched to Owens this time, and he is hit a couple of times before he's finally drug out of bounds, but not before he ends up getting a Cowboy first down.
I'll take a Cobra first down.
Yeah. We got this big TV screen here now, Lee, with the windows fogged up, and just watch the game on this.
Yeah, no, that's what I've been doing. It's nice to be able to watch Cobra football on TV. I enjoy this. You guys are doing a great job of commentating.
Thank you. Let's top by the best. Yeah, so 10. Go ahead.
So Edna definitely taking their time, eating up clock, and just trying to put a sustained drive together and eat up as much of this clock as they can. Of course, then they come out and pass.
They're going to say ball is incomplete there. But, guys, I don't know if you saw that right there. Did you see how Rodas just kind of walked up to the line of scrimmage and stood down there and then just kind of broke down?
I did not. I missed that completely.
Yeah, didn't even try to attempt to do anything in that play. It's just kind of an odd action.
Oh yeah, now we got a replay up here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Play clock under 10 seconds. Clay does get the snap.
Pickett.
Oh! Barr did jump that route, but Owen's able to hang on to it, and he's going to beat the Cobra to the end zone for another touchdown, man. Barr read that perfectly, and he jumped that route, just couldn't hang on to the football, and unfortunately when that happens, it's typically going to be a touchdown for the other team.
Yeah, but I like the aggressive play. I mean, we got 10 minutes left in this game. You're down 3 scores. See what you can do to create those opportunities. Missed it by hair.
Yeah.
I think all of us are seeing it in real time the same time he was seeing it. When he read that play and he broke on it, I thought he was going to get there.
And with his speed, too, it may be 6 the other way.
And Hernandez does split the uprights again tonight as the Cowboys go up 49-21 here in Vanderbilt. We'll be right back with some more Cobra football. K-Ball. Not on Cobra Sports Network.
Throwback Friday.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Let's see who they decide to kick the ball to this time. Still deciding to kick it to Hunter. Going to try to find some running room off to the edge. Brings it back out to the 35-yard line. Cobras get set to take this drive. Was a pretty hard hit. Is Hunter still down?
Yeah, somebody's still down. Yeah, no, there was a big block right there. On the sideline. Looks like Wolfskill.
Good to see everybody able to get up on their
Yeah,
power.
yeah. 10 minutes left. Cobras trot out here.
Excellent claim review as we line up in the backfield.
Garza trying to find some running room out to the left side this time. Continues to run till he's pushed out of bounds near the 45-yard line.
Hats off right there to our producer, Ryan Barnett, as he makes the camera change in stride. We're switching from field view to overhead. Fantastic job from our camera crew and our production team.
I'll tell you what, guys, we have got it going on down here in Vanderbilt, Texas, USA.
That's right.
No.
Garza passing is caught by Kuchler right there, but a dangerous throw. Luckily, it does find its target. I didn't see the number for Edna, but I believe that would have been number 19, Turner, that was that read that ball coming down to.
Second down right here with short yards. Good time to take a deep shot.
Well, Garza's going to hit that circle button to see what he can get. Going to be about a yard shy. Bring up third down. Quebeca runs onto the field. Landon Wolfskill puts his helmet back on. He gets right next to Coach Nairn. Good to see that. Twins to the near side of the field. Lined up in the backfield is going to be Martin and LaRue. Garza's going to try to get somewhere. He doesn't find anything, man. They were in the backfield quick. It's almost like there was no hat at all.
Yeah, it was almost like a little bit of a busted play. I mean, Ashton with the read, but there was no one there that he was faking the read to. I don't know what happened there. Looked like a busted play.
That's a guy going quick again. 4th and about 3 right here. Swing pass out to Kuchler. He does have it for the Cobra first down before he's pushed out of bounds. Coaching staff not happy about that.
Not everybody was thrilled with the results of that play.
No.
As the visiting coaches are next door, letting their displeasure be known.
Yeah! First and 10 with 8 minutes left in this ball game. Cowboy defense going special again, guys.
Yeah, they run this when they're empty. They like it when they're empty.
Great job there on the block by Zach Boop. Delivers a ball downfield, and Wolfskill goes up, unable to hang on to that one.
Great effort by Wolfskill going up there. Ashton kind of threw it up for grabs, and the grabs almost had it.
Yeah, I like that play. I say, go to that again. I mean, you've got a mismatch exactly. Throw it up and give your guy a chance. You run that play 2 or 3 times, he's going to come up with that at least 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah, he's taller than Keegan Hicks by at least, what do you say, 1.5 foot?
I would say.
Half a
It
hick.
looks like it. Half a hick.
Garza going up the middle again on that first down carry, or excuse me, second down carry. Bring up 3rd and about 8. 7:41 and counting down here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, the second half kind of got away from the Cobras a little bit here. It felt like everything was lining up for a really good start to the second half, and it just kind of got out of hand a little quicker than they could get.
Yeah,
get a handle on it.
2 quick turnovers and touchdowns on the next play both times. That's tough.
Twins formation to both sides. Garza back to pass. Fires it up the middle. Not quite sure if that was intended for Quebeca, but he was outshot by several yards.
Edna brought a little pressure there, and the Cobra line picked it up well. I thought Ashton probably could have tucked it and ran for 15, 20 yards to the right side. I mean, the line blocked well on that, gave him plenty of time. With one of the first times we've seen him really try to bring more pressure.
Fourth down, looks like it's time to go to Kuchler again.
He's been that playmaker for you on fourth down plays tonight. Lee, you're right. Garza downfield to Wolfskill. He has it into the end zone for number 17, getting his first touchdown. How about that? Beats the coverage to the end zone. Garza delivers a great ball right into the hands of number 17.
Yeah, interesting to see him outrun the defender, get really good separation. We're used to see him using his size, kind of more of a contested ball up for grabs. This time they actually outrun him, lead him.
Garza put the ball where only he could catch it. I mean, that was a nice toss.
Yeah.
Nice.
Big call on fourth down.
And Warren is through the bullseye, gets him another one. 28-49 here in Vanderbilt. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network. We're back, folks, and we need a score and drive recap brought to you by Con Metal. How about it, James?
Yeah, so that one, a lot of short runs. Ashton Garza, Cobras kind of just methodically moved down the field, ended it with a nice toss and catch to Landon Wolfskill for 29 yards out to cap off that scoring drive. Good drive by the Cobras. Kind of what we wish we would have seen out of the second half after the second half kickoff.
Yep. Wolf's got skills.
Nice. 6:54 left in this ball game. Cobras trailing 49-28. So
the wolf of Fifth Street.
You see what the Cowboys are out here doing right now, guys. You see what the Cowboys are out here doing right
they're
now?
watching that onside kick.
Yeah, they're ready for it.
Hey, great time to pooch it over the head and see if you can get back there before it comes down.
Well, we'll see.
I think Edna touched it.
I think so, and it kicked it back towards the Cobras. We'll see what happens.
Edna touched it. I think that might be Cobra ball.
I think they're going to get together and talk about it. Who touched it first? Did it go 10 yards before they kicked it? I think it did. I think Edna kicked it back to the Cobras. Edna for the assist. What do you guys think?
That's what I'm going for.
They're still talking it over.
Check the replay
official
out.
timeout.
Check the replay
Here's
out.
the replay.
I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about that?
I tell you that.
Here's the thing. It was a clear recovery by the Cobras. So we either have illegal touching, which they have not called, or
no, they
you have a
call
turnover.
illegal touching now, I believe.
Oh, they did?
When we were watching the replay, the head official said illegal touching.
Okay. Well, that's my fault for looking over here at the TV screen instead of on the
Well, I was
field.
waiting for the official to point up here for the official review, but
there you go.
That's next year.
He can go under the hood. We'll give him an answer. Just put the headset on him.
Well, that's poppycock. Brady Cope in the backfield. Clay under pressure right now, trying to find some running room. Somehow evades several tackles and is able to get all the way down to the 40-yard line. That
was a 75-yard run for a 10-yard gain.
Man, it is interesting to watch him, how he gets out of those tackles. He almost has a reverse mode. You know, you'll see him go up, and as you get an arm on him, he almost backs out of that while he's stretching to the side. A really, really good job of getting out of tackles.
Well, guys, I think a lot of that is because we're reaching out to try to grab him. You know, he's getting away instead of coming down low and just
he's able to
hit
stiff
him.
arm and
Right.
yeah.
Flying bodies. Rodas up the middle, running behind that big number 23, Reyes. So we tick under 6.5 minutes to play here in Vanderbilt. First and 10 for the Cowboys. Clay looking to pass on that hitch and go route, and he's got his man there. And unfortunately, Reitland bit on that little hitch, and that ends up getting for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, after a pretty controlled, low-scoring first half, it seems like that scoreboard has been
shootout now.
Well, guys,
second half turned into a shootout.
Been a lot of quick strikes for Edna. There really hasn't been any.
No sustained offense.
No, there were long drives where they get into the and score. It's just been really some real quick, big plays.
Couple things here. I'm really surprised they're still throwing downfield. And the second thing is Road is still in the game. You know, when you got a 3 touchdown lead.
It might be a little more than that.
No, well, before that one.
Oh, correct, correct.
Well, a little bit rivalry game. You know, I'm sure there's some talk about trying to pour it on as much as you can, things like that. So you got a lot of that going on.
Yeah, not from over there.
So 5:58 left to play in this ball game. Got any scores from around the area? How am my pick'ems doing there, Lee?
You're trailing me.
I don't know how my old Donna Redskins are doing down south. Cowboys getting set to kick off. The southpaw Hernandez sets up to kick this one away. Kick is away. It's kicked right to Hunter Halapaska.
Shocking.
Hunter's going to find some running room off to the edge before he's dropped around the 35-yard line.
So scores from around the district. After leading most of the game, Plash has now fallen behind London 33-22. Goliad big over Aransas Pass 55-0.
We got Columbus and Hitchcock anywhere?
Oh, Columbus and Hitchcock. Columbus is up 38-24 with about 6 minutes left in that game. That was a tight game. It was 24-24 before Columbus pulled away.
It ain't over, Lee. It ain't over.
Somewhere Rob Bargenbook's popping champagne.
Garza stepping up into the pocket, finding some running room, and continues. You've got the sideline now. Got one guy to beat. He's got an angle on him. We'll see if he's able to get in, but no, he's going to be pushed out of bounds around the 3-yard line.
Boy's got a little boogie in him.
But we have a flag on the play. I don't know who they're going to call that hold on. I really hope it's not on this outside receiver. I saw that, but I did not think that was a hold.
I didn't either. It looked like a good block downfield.
Either way, that is going to be a first down for the Cobras. Yeah. That's one of those calls. If it's against you, you're all right with it. But if it's against you, you're not good with it. If it's for you, you're all right with it. A little bit touchy.
Yeah. You know, it's been a fairly clean game tonight. Not a lot of flags. We had a few false start issues early in the game, but other than that, both sides have been pretty controlled.
You know, Lee, I'm glad you mentioned that because you're right. And normally this game, you're having a lot of 15-yarders as far as unsportsmanlike or whatnot as Cowboy carries it up to the left side.
Right, it gets a little chippy, a little rivalry.
Yeah, and we haven't seen that. Overall, it's been a pretty
disciplined game.
Yeah, it really has. Pretty clean game in that. I mean, other than, the first touchdown, Rodas turning around and talking on his way into the end zone. But outside of that, man, we really haven't seen a whole lot of chirpiness.
Well, guys getting after it though too, and knowing when to call it off.
Yeah, no, you're right, James. Garza steps up in the pocket. He's got Kuchler over the middle. He bounces off the tackle, and he's going to get into the end zone for another Cobra touchdown. So
they make it look easy.
Let's just do that the whole way down.
Yeah.
4:53 left to play in this game. The Bullseye gets set to kick another one. Hold is down, and he is good again on the night. It's 35-56. Cobras are trailing, but that's enough time for another Con Medal score and drive recap, James.
Yeah, so that drive was led by the big run by Ashton Garza. Of course, some of it negated by the holding penalty before he hits Nick Kuchler for that 38-yard touchdown pass. So quick strike by the Cobras, just around a little over a minute taken off the clock with that 3 or 4, 5 play drive that it was. Mm-hmm. And I should know that if I'm the statistician, I'm assuming. But
hey, you're going to have 3 more chances at it. We're going to do 3 more Con Medal scoring recaps. Don't worry.
But nice pitch, nice catch, Ashton to Nick Kuchler.
Going to have to first get this onside kick.
You know, Nick has been coming up big over the last few games, guys. He really has. Finding those spots, being sure-handed, and then also just showing off his speed to be able to get separation between the defenders. Even right here, showing his great run after the catch, being able to break some tackles in full stride. So, nice little weapon out of number 5.
Yeah, that puts him over 100 yards on the night. 10 catches, 103 yards. So
10 catches.
Good night.
So he's been targeted 10 times tonight by Garza. Yep. So, you know, throwing the ball a lot more tonight too. That's another thing.
With success.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Outside of the interceptions, I'm not sure if we still have an incompletion.
Yeah, I think Wolf skill on the.
Oh yes,
yeah.
You're up.
But that's good when it's hard to try to think of things.
I'll say there's probably 1 or 2 others, but they've been few and far between.
Reyes does field the onside kick around midfield. That's where the Cowboys will take their possession. They chart the starters right back out onto the field again with Rodas and Clay in the backfield.
Hey, back to that passing game, guys. Garza, he's 17 of 22 with the 2 interceptions and 2 touchdown passes, but 265 yards through the air.
So 17 to 22, so 3 incompletions on the night.
Yep.
Impressive. I wish he'd had 5 incompletions.
I'm also seeing something here. We're a whole yard off the line of scrimmage. In the backfield quick again. Rodas has nowhere to go as he's wrapped up quickly. I believe that was... Who was that?
Kason Williams again, I think, isn't it? 25?
No, Kason Williams, 25. We met him first in the backfield.
And Dyson.
Yeah.
7-yard loss there.
Edna taking their time here as the play clock ticks under 10 seconds. 4 minutes left to play in this ball game. Clay over the middle. Ball is caught. Hunter Halapaska ends up bringing the ball carrier or the receiver down, and Cobras are going to go ahead and call a timeout here with 3 minutes and 59 seconds left to play in this game. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Cobra Football on the Cobra Sports Network.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What's that?
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Under 4 minutes left to play here in Vanderbilt. Cobras trailing 35-56. Ball on the ground. Clay's doing what he can to pick it up.
Strip it.
Heaves it downfield. That's actually pretty impressive of number 3 to be able to be strong enough to get the.
Golly, he had that thing hanging out there as I couldn't see. Was it Bo Bethany or Dyson? Who was coming up from the backside?
I thought he was going to try to
Somebody
hit it
on
out,
the backside. I thought they were going to be able to knock that straight out of the hand. It was close.
Yeah, that would have been. Bring up 4th down. They're going to go ahead and punt here. Back deep is number 5, Nick Kuchler.
Cobras have 3 minutes and 50 seconds to work with. It's in the house right here. Let's get a block. They've come close a couple times.
Short punt.
I was going to go out of bounds. So, with that right there, down 3 scores, guys. 3 minutes. Run the
Score a
minute.
minute.
Doable.
Yeah. We've seen it happen.
And still have 44 seconds left to get the winning drive.
That's right.
I mean, the way Kuchler got open on the last one, the way Landon Wolfskill got separation, if they can get one of those receivers free, Garza's been on tonight. He throws it, we have a quick strike, and you get an onside kick. It could get pretty dramatic around here again. But one thing's going to have to happen first. You're going to have a pretty quick score right here.
Kuchler in motion. Garza dropping back to pass. A little swing pass to Kuchler out there. He runs to the sidelines, ends up pushing himself out of bounds, but not before he gets a Cobra first down.
3:35 left, so lost a few seconds, not many.
I'll take that. I like that play, too.
Yep.
Coming over
Yeah,
in motion.
10 second, right?
Yeah.
It was 3:44.
Yeah, that was pretty creative, everything going this way. We talked a bit about that, too, in the pregame, getting at Garza to get his eyes off of his receivers. I mean, obviously, that was a big fake right there, but
well, and Quebec got behind the coverage as well, so, you go back to it in a minute.
Garza ends up pulling it and escorted out of bounds. Broke through a tackle there that could have been a huge loss.
Yeah, I think at this point, you need to push the ball down the field as fast as you can.
You got to be airing it out. And that was a run all the way.
It was. And one of those designed QB runs may be good after a big strike when you're hustling up, the defense isn't set. That was a little slow to the line.
Going back to that tight formation here on the wheel route with Martin. He's got Quebeca over the middle. Quebeca hurdles a player. Martin offers a little block there, and Quebeca continues to roll. We'll see if they say he was out of bounds. They're going to say he did. So that's going to stop the clock here around the 35-yard line.
The big man showing he's got a little something there as he goes up and over.
We're going to have to do the commander hurdle now. And Quebeca comes off to get a little breather, and the senior Aiden Thomas running into the outside receiver spot to the far side of the field this time. Garza back to pass, fires it to Wolfskill. Ball falls incomplete. I'm not too sure if Landon would have come down with that if that would have been in bounds either way.
Yeah, it looked like it was out of bounds the whole way.
So 3:10 right now. I like that play call. Let's go keep going downfield. You don't want that field to compress on you. The tighter it gets, the harder it's going to be to take those shots into the end zone. So right here is a perfect situation to, again, look to go there.
It trips to this side of the field. Garza looking to throw. He's got Kuchler out there. Kuchler's finally slung out of bounds.
Pickup of maybe one. I thought for a minute we were gonna have a little trick play. I thought maybe Kuchler might be looking downfield to throw.
I thought so too, because it looked like he grabbed the ball like he was trying to get it positioned in his hands, but
yeah, they're gonna trot Giannis out here onto the field now. Get him in that receiver spot. Going back to the old corn dog formation. Now we're running bingo.
Banjo.
Quebeca still on his feet, getting what he can. All the way down to the 25-yard line. That's enough for a Cobra first down as we take under 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Great second effort there.
Clock should stay frozen at 2:46 while they reset the chains, and so Cobra's got to get ready to go.
yeah, we're getting the calls in kind of slow, guys. I think, like you say, you kind of need to have some urgency here.
It winds to 2.5 minutes now.
Ball thrown a little behind Quebeca there, unable to hang on to that one. Clock does stop with 2:26.
Incomplete pass will help, yep.
Play clock ticks under 10 seconds right here. In a bunch formation to the near side of the field. Swing or toss out to Martin. Martin lowers his head on some hard running. After about a 5-yard pickup there. Stops the clock again with 2:20.
Cobra's getting set again. 2:20 still.
3rd and 6. Garza under pressure. Throw it away. Gonna be drug out of bounds for a loss. 2:09 left. They're gonna. I guess they're going to stop the clock there. I'm not too sure. It looks like somebody's going to go ahead and call a timeout. It's going to be the Cobras calling a timeout with 2:09 left here in Vanderbilt. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. 2:09 remaining in this ball game. Martin out in motion. Garza looking downfield. Tosses it out of bounds. Why is Rodas on defense? Not sure if he's getting tangled up there with Boop.
I think Boop pancaked him, and he didn't like it, I think.
He lost his helmet and his shoe.
What you call a yard sale. And we got a camera angle in the replay of that? No, we don't.
But yeah.
Turnover on downs there.
Yeah, rough one there for the Cobras. But guys, I'm kind of curious as well as why I had but having the commanding lead like that. Not sure why.
Yeah,
you'd have Rodas out there, especially going against big old Zach Boop.
.203s left on the clock.
They are charting Clay back out here. Thought they were going to go ahead and make a change there at quarterback, but looks like they're going to go ahead and bring Clay right back out with 2 minutes left.
So it should require one more first down, I think, if I can do my math right.
Yeah, number 32, the ball carrier.
Oh, we got some extra stuff going on everywhere right now. I think that drew a flag. They're going to try to put a stop to it.
I don't see the flag out there.
It would have been on the far side. Cornerback and wide receiver on the far side got a little bit extra tangled up. I don't know who's going to get it.
The cornerback's going to get it because he's coming off the field.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know who got the flag, but Nairn's definitely making a change.
That's Diego Laredo coming off, and Blake Mendoza limping onto the field. So, I think Rylan that bar now actually taking Blake's spot.
Yeah, Blake was limping in the first half. I think that's why you've seen Rylan out there a little bit more this half.
Have they signaled anything yet? Did I miss it? There we go.
So it looks like it's going to be against the Cobras.
Yeah, as soon as we started talking about how clean we were playing, Lee,
2 plays in a row.
Said it.
Yeah. Well,
you could have almost had a flag on the play.
This is where I'll say this is where you're getting in the end of the game, and I think they saw it coming too. The officials did. They're realizing it, and they're going to make sure it doesn't escalate. And really, that flag could have gone either way. Both of those guys were up to no good.
Yeah. You know, the other thing too we hadn't made mention is this crew's done a really good job tonight. I thought, in my opinion, they have.
Yeah.
I think they've called a really good game. They've called the major things. Not a whole lot of penalties out here on the field tonight. Good, clean game on both sides.
I think it's because they know you got instant replay up here and you can watch if they make a mistake.
You know, James, it's funny you say that because every game we've been to, now that Wes has been down on the sideline, it has happened every time the referee will come up and ask him to see the camera for the instant replay. So they must think we've got some serious stuff going down. Wes, did they come to you tonight at all?
Not tonight, they hadn't. This is the first game, though. They asked me last week, too, at Ranz's Pass if he could see a replay because he wanted to see a holding.
I want to see if I missed that holding call. Can I see that again? Decide if I'm going to throw that flag or not. So Clay on the bootleg.
I'm surprised they're not going into victory offense, victory formation here.
And they had their starters still in the game. You're asking for an injury that's unnecessary.
Yeah, especially on that play there, because number 3, Hunter Halapaska, was coming down hard downhill.
Hustle Halapaska don't play.
No, not at all. Just got deathly quiet out here as we tick to 1 minute, 2 seconds left to play in this ball game.
It kind of winds down, guys. Things haven't gone the Cobras' way all night tonight, but you like to see some fight that they've had.
Honestly, they played I feel like a better offensive game than what we saw out of Edna. Edna has not had long sustained successes. Cobras have played a solid offensive game. The problem is we gave up too many big plays.
Great hit there by Zach Vadiala, sophomore, 22, coming up. Laying a hit on Rodas, man.
I don't understand why he's in the game.
James, I'm right with you.
What else? They're running to the boundary. The last 2 plays, the clock has stopped because the ball carrier has gone out of bounds. Why are you running to your boundary, stopping the clock?
Wes, that Mike works on the sideline over there. Why don't you make your way over there and just go ask the coaching crew, see what their strategy, their plan is.
It seems like they keeping their starters in here. It's just taking a high risk of them getting hurt when they know they're going to go deep in the playoffs. I'm not catching their strategy, Cotton.
Back to you. Oh, you're on the Ocho.
Fake punt.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
I just don't understand.
I'm going to say it right now. And people probably listening right now, you're probably going to give me a bunch of garbage about it. But you know what? It is what it is. I would start playing ugly now. Because to me, now it's, okay, you're slapping me in the face. Here we go. It's just.
I just think they're asking to run their season. I mean, you lose Clay or Rodas, that's going to be an uphill battle for this team. Because we've seen those are the playmakers.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah, there's ways to win. There's ways to win.
And I won't say what's on my mind, Will.
And go ahead and kneel it now with 17 seconds left in the game clock. So that's going to do it here for us in Vanderbilt. Cobras do lose this one to the Cowboys 56-35. So going to put it down into third place in district right now, tied with actually it's going to determine between the game next week against London, actually.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what Cobras are trying to vie for.
Gas up the tanks.
Yeah, we're
road trip time.
Yeah, we're heading to Corpus. They got a new field out there. It's all nice turf. But guess what, Lee? It's also another Pirate. So.
Oh, we get Pirate Week.
We get Pirate Week again.
Oh boy.
But oh well.
Let's set sail.
Overall, James, thanks for stepping in and helping us out tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Unfortunately, Cobras don't pull this one off. But we're looking forward to next week getting back to work and getting after it.
Yep, guys, I appreciate y'all having me. It was a lot of fun to get back up here. And if y'all ever need anything, let me know. I'll be happy to step back in and join you guys anytime.
Absolutely.
We'll see you every week.
As long as it's not in London.
We'll see you every week next week. Get ready.
All right. Any final thoughts from here at Vanderbilt, Wes?
Nothing I can say over the air.
Yeah. No, I say, take this with a grain of salt, knowing who we played, knowing that they're a good ball club, and knowing that we came out and we still put 35 points on them. I say we take that to the clubhouse and then get ready for next week.
There we go.
Well
Good
said.
work. Yeah, that's it. Well, that's it for us here in Vanderbilt. I will see you at the shack.
All right.
Until next week. Good night
and go Cobras.